You are live. Perfect. Let's get the link sent out. I'm going to go double check that this is working on YouTube.
It's not right now. Oh, here it goes. It just went live.
There it is. I see it.
It's not right now. I'm gonna put it on the Twitter.
Yeah, send it out on the Twitter. Let me see if. Okay, I'll just keep Twitter open. See if Finn wants to hop on later. Ooh. Thank God the only viewer is myself right now. Else they'd see me burping and embarrassing myself. Okay. This will have to do. Okay. Now everyone's gonna think I'm like way cooler than I am because I'm in this big ass room. Okay, so how we feel about the Rashir pick?
I think it's good. I mean,
It's a
obviously
great pick
for you. Yeah, it's great, but I think also fit wise, it's really good.
Yeah, I just really worry about a team whose two best defenders are rookies. I think that's kind of my big problem with it. Like,
Well, what's his name? Ryan Dunn's not a rookie anymore, right?
oh shit, I forgot about Dunn. Even then, I mean, it's Dunn. Do they still have Royce O'Neal?
Yes.
Okay, so it's Dunn, Royce O'Neal, and then Malawach and Fleming, and that's their 3-4. Damn, that's brutal.
Because then you have Jalen Green, Devin Booker, Grayson Allen, and
Brad
Mike
Beal.
Williams, and Brad Beal just
Yeah, and Nick Richards. That's another guy who cannot defend a fucking brick wall. Tyus Jones. I don't know his free agency status, but like, not a single guy who can get you a goddamn stop. That's crazy.
All right, link is sent. Let me share this on the Twitters.
Let me go tweet out.
Oh my gosh, I put out like a couple of things that Jake Fisher was talking about, and for whatever reason, that's like my tweets do terrible now that you have to have a check mark to do anything, and those are the tweets that like blew up. Nothing about my draft stuff. It's like secondhand reporting from Jake Fisher, just saying that he talked about this stuff live.
That's how it works, man. It's always the stupidest shit. My biggest tweet ever is a tweet quoting somebody else's tweet where they were quoting somebody else's tweet talking about how Reed Shepherd is a black Devin Booker. That's my biggest tweet ever. Insanity.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
So let's say the Rockets trade in at pick between 40 and 50. Like who are you targeting?
I want them to get like Tanji or Will Richard. Obviously, just like another wing who's like can maybe shoot, right? Just another guy who brings you some kind of offensive creation. We don't really need a big. They just re-signed, they're probably going to bring back N'Faly Dante on a two-way. They just made him an RFA, so we don't really need another big. I'm not like the biggest Dante guy, but healthy, he's about as good of a bet as anybody else in 40 to 50 range. You know, you're probably not going to get Kalkbrenner or Reynaud in that range. Maybe you could get Tui, like 6'8", just get another tough guy who can kind of kick ass. That would be a really fun one.
That's tough.
He's tough. Who do you think the Lakers are gunning for here?
I think they want Kalkbrenner.
You think they want Kalkbrenner? If there's any team where I'm like, wow, I actually really like that pick, it's the Lakers. But is it worth hard capping yourself? No.
It is actually. Well, not Kalkbrenner, but here's the thing: is clarification on that is that I'll mute my TV. That I guess hard cap doesn't really matter because you're not you're hard capping, meaning you just can't spend into the second apron, which the Lakers are too poor right now anyway to spend because they're not going to sell.
How close are they?
To the second apron? I don't think I think they're right at the first apron right now.
Oh, and then there's
Um,
no way really for them to get to the second apron anyways, because Reeves
yeah,
isn't a free agent, and that would be the big way that they would make that
yeah,
jump. And
and
LeBron's already signed. Yeah.
the team's broke until they sell, which won't be till fall or winter, apparently.
Oh shit! Really?
So they're operating as the same poor team that they are. So I don't think that hard capping really matters for them, which is why I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay with the move. And
Yeah.
also, like, I don't think you want to be up on that second apron regardless. Like, with all the penalties it comes with, I don't think you want to be there
Yeah.
anyway. So
At
I don't
some
mind
point.
it,
Yeah.
but I think Cockburner will be gone by 45. I feel pretty confident. So if it's
Yeah.
not Cockburner, is it Zakarski? Like, I don't know.
Because I think Renault will be gone by then too.
Mm-hmm.
I think Renault goes in the
I'm
30 to 40.
I'm really hoping one of Renault or Penda falls now that we know Rashir's not, but I have very little faith that that'll be the case. So
Uh,
if neither of them fall, and what's his name? My real big fear is they're going to take Janae Broom here.
I don't think that's the end of the world. It's there. I think Sikorsky's a way worse pick here at 45 than Broom. Um,
It's
Broom
hard to
can't-
get too upset. It's 45 too. It's not.
it is
It's not
45.
pick 17. So
Yeah, it's not blowing the Jalen poop shit Fino pick. Yeah. Hi to Bryce. Bryce is listening to us while he packs. He's also kind of sick. So shout out to him
Shout
for
out.
working his ass off this year. And I know he's busy as shit. So we miss you, Bubba. If you have a second to come hop on, or you want to send anything that you want us to talk about, just let us know.
He definitely doesn't want to talk to us. if he doesn't have to.
Yeah. He doesn't want to talk to us about fucking Will Richard and Igor Milicic for 2 hours, which I fully understand.
Yeah. It's more so that now that he's not here, we're just going to be joking like crazy.
Yeah.
stupid stuff.
Dude, that's what we're here for. This is going to be just running back summer league.
Upside brain rot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a bad suit. The suit on the left.
On the left. Yeah, to specify that.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously. But no, my least favorite thing, I think, in announcing and like commentating has to be when they wear a suit and they're sitting. I understand that it's like part of broadcasting, but they're sitting with their suits buttoned. And it just makes the suit look worse. And some guys have it like fitted so that it looks really good while they're sitting. It bugs me to no end. But
you watch way more ESPN than I do.
Oh no, I don't even. It's like I notice it basically anytime I watch a basketball game, because basically every time on the sideline someone is wearing a suit, they're sitting with it buttoned, and it bugs me because it just looks. I get it, like you need to look buttoned up, whatever. But
did you watch the draft last year, the second round?
I don't think I did.
So it was really, I don't know if they're going to do it again this year. They're in like a tiny little studio with like these little like folding tables set up for the second round guys. It was like a humiliation ritual of like just putting these guys there with their parents, and they're like crowded on this like little folding table. So hopefully they changed it and they're in the same place as the first round. But they just showed. They just lined up all the second round picks on the stage right now. I don't know if it was from tonight or last night.
It might have been them out supporting their.
Yeah. One guy I do like for the Lakers is Thiero, to be honest.
Thiero, I think, goes like 35. I don't think he slips past the Hornets, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's very much a Hornets player, which kind of sucks.
Which sucks.
Because he's never going to shoot now.
Yeah. Chaz Lanier. He's
getting drafted.
He's going to get drafted, but that's just such a waste of a pick in this range. What team needs a gadget player?
Oh, here we go. See, it was all these little tables, but they're in like a little B studio, they're in like the corner of like whatever Brian Windhorst's set is. Like it was terrible.
Oh my god, that's awful.
At least they're in like the actual Barclays Center.
Yeah.
The flying Knipples is insane.
Dude, I love the flying Knipples. Like all their matching suits. They all have the jewel tones. They're all it's such
Did
a
you
good
see
look.
the meme of like all the white guys like looking? Let me see if I can find it. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
Find it and send it to me.
Yeah.
Wait, why is the crew for the second round way better than the crew for the first round?
Yeah.
This is like a great crew. Other than, I mean, Windhorst is grating on my ears, but
Yeah. I actually, for what it's worth, like Wendy seems like the coolest person at ESPN. Seems
yeah,
like
no, great
the
guy,
best human being. Yeah, at ESPN.
great guy. Fully will say that till my ears fall off, but man, I can't stand listening to him talk, which is rich coming from me. 'Cause I know my own voice can be annoying, but like getting Bob Myers up here, how hard would it have been to get Bob Myers like last night? Like that was,
Yeah. I don't. I mean, Bob Myers is fine. I don't know if he knows a lot of draft stuff, but
I mean, he's at
I don't
least
think
like
anybody
been,
does.
he's no,
Besides
nobody does,
Gavoni.
but he's like been in the process at least, which I think brings like a
Yeah.
new like a real different perspective.
What's his name? The other bald one, Bobby Marks.
Yeah, Bobby Marks.
He's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, he's good. I like Bobby Marks a lot. This is it is kind of I get that it's like way too expensive to rent out Barclays for 2 nights, but like all of Barclays, but I do wonder where
Be the
this
NBA. Come on now.
yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. Is it's like what are you doing? Okay, actually, another fun question. Who do you think the Suns take at pick fit? Oh wait, the Suns traded 59 to the Warriors, right?
Yeah, 52 and 59.
Yeah, so who do we think the Warriors take at 59?
I just sent you the Knipple meme. See, I don't know. I didn't know who they were going to take at 40.
Sorry, I shouldn't be giggling at the meme you're sending me while we're trying to record.
There's like two people in here probably.
Yeah, we're fine. Is that the Igor Milicic pick?
He seems like a very Warriors player. That's a good call. Let me see here.
Who else is on my board?
We have 7 watchers.
Whoa.
Breaking records.
Yeah.
On night 2.
Hi, all 7 of you.
Let's see who.
Eric
Alex
Dixon?
Tui seems like a pretty Warriors guy, to be honest.
Talk about Jemai Meshack at 55.
No.
Who's picking 55th?
The Bulls.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because we traded with them.
Oh shit. Okay. Jemai Meshack. If the Lakers draft Jemai, how mad will you be? Actually, more serious question. Who would you be more upset if you guys drafted Jemai Meshack or the other bad one, the shooter, who we just talked about?
Tui?
No. The other Tennessee guy.
Oh, Lanier.
Lanier. Who would you be more upset about them drafting?
Lanier, because at least Meshack gives us like somewhat of a defender on the perimeter, but I wouldn't draft either of them.
Let me shoot the link over to Finn. I think he just responded.
But
You can.
Chicago is a very Vlad Golden seems like a pretty Chicago player.
Oh, Golden would be a. I don't think Golden is like an awful pick. I feel like he's going to go 40 to 50 just because he's massive.
I'm kind of scared the Lakers take him too, actually.
Dude, if Reynaud and Kalkbrenner are gone, that is not off the board, which is scary.
Yeah, Broom or Golden is that would
Broom
suck.
is so much better than Vlad Golden. Like, come on, Janai Broom is not the end of the world. You at least get hustle. You get like a good little player, like, you know.
I'm really pulling for Amari Williams there though.
Amari Williams would be a great Laker, dude. That would be so much fun.
Because out of the Reynaud, Cockburner will be gone. Reynaud, I think, will probably be gone, even though that's who I really want.
Mhm.
And if Reynaud and Penda are gone, then Amari Williams is really who I'm sort of focused on and hoping.
Are there any non-bigs you could see them taking here at 45?
Yeah, because it's the Warrior, or excuse me, the Lakers. Like I think the Lakers could take. I wouldn't say Chaz Lanier's off the table for them, unfortunately. Sion James is interesting. I think that could be a Laker pick. Kobe Brea, I feel like a very Lakers pick, which I would really not like. I'm really hoping Javon Small's there. Oof.
Hi, Sam.
Mr. Wilson.
Good evening, fellas. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Sir.
yeah, you sound good, and I think we'll have one more person joining us here in a bit, whenever he's done getting ready. But
Wonderful.
yeah,
So you look like you're ready for Thursday night after this, man. Ready to go, dude.
No, this was my casual Thursday night dinner fit. So I had to rush back from there. I had to come to the fancy media room and get set up. So
Looking pretty nice, dude. Looking pretty nice.
Thank you. I
Looking like you're ready to get drafted.
It's a better fit than Trey Johnson's, that's for sure.
Hey, dude, I got my cutoff jorts on. I got my slides. I'm all ready to go. So
And announce right now to the Lakers. I would like to. I would very much like to.
Do you actually want that to happen? How
Yes.
bad would the defense be with Reynaud?
I don't care. The offense is so good. If we could get Reynaud, like that, the offense is so good that you figure it out. But
You figure it out.
yeah,
The Lakers win 148-141.
Yeah, just run guys off the floor.
The issue is that like a lot of Lakers fans have a problem like wrapping their head around for whatever reason is you're just hoping for an NBA player at 45. You're not getting your future starting center at 45 most of the time. So
Damn.
and Lakers fans cannot understand this, unfortunately.
No.
But Amari Williams and Reynaud and Penda are my top three that I really, really, really want. And if they're not there, there's a bunch of picks I'd be pretty still happy with. But those are the three I'm really gunning for.
This is a pretty solid second round, like just talent-wise, I feel like. Maybe we say that every year because that's like our thing, right? Like we're just like here to...
Yeah. I think it's not a very good second round this year, to be honest.
I don't know. It'll thin out by 40, I feel like, and then it'll just be like, well.
So Fleming, Reynaud, Max Shulga, Amari Williams, and Penda are like the five guys I still have that are like first rounders. So that's 5 out of 20. Well, I guess 24 in this year, or excuse me, 29. 5 out of 29, and I guess for me it thins out pretty quick. Thiero too, I guess, is pretty interesting, but when those guys are off the table, then it gets a little dicey.
I do have to ask Sam, who do you think the Warriors take here at 59 with the last pick of the draft?
It's going to be someone completely out of left field, like someone that
it's a stash
is like not on big boards. Yeah, it's going to be like some dude like from the ABA League 2 who's like 18 years old.
You don't think this is going to be Chris Youngblood?
And he's never going to be seen in the NBA.
Okay, I like that.
I wish it were Chris Youngblood. If it were Chris Youngblood, I'd be pretty optimistic about his chances. I have Youngblood ranked on my board, so.
Yeah, you're a big Youngblood guy?
I remember Sam saying that
I can't get into the anything else other than the spot up shooting. I can't get into it with Youngblood.
You know, I thought it was a lot better at USF. He showed a lot more off the dribble getting into the lane at a lower level, like with less players around him, and was kind of relegated to the corner at Bama. I think he's interesting. You want guys who are that size. Like, he's not big, but he's not small, and he can shoot.
Yeah. There's worse bets because I do think he can actually shoot, and he's got a little bit of versatility, and he just kind of knows how to play and operate in an offense, right? So I don't hate the pick. Stone, go find a random European that declared and see if you could scout them before pick 59 in like an hour.
I'm looking for this huge Bogorovic. I'm on it.
To be fair, they took Quentin Post pretty late, and he doesn't really fall into that category because he did play at BC, but he is pretty rando European. And obviously, he had a pretty real impact in the league this year. So I don't want to just call everyone Santos or whoever that guy is. And he actually kind of had an impact a little bit this year too.
Yeah, Guy's awesome.
Guy's amazing. Guy. I would die for Guy.
That's one of our upside swings guys. We talked about him that year, and we liked him enough as a second rounder. And
I think that was the first year I listened to you guys. That's sort of why I was tossing it in there.
Yeah, we love Guy.
This is my pre-ordered Reno jersey, CT. I got it months ago. I was so confident that we're getting him. So,
is that a Luka jersey?
Yeah.
Oh my God, white boy in the Luka Lakers jersey.
I had to.
That is so tough, though. That is so tough. I need to get an almond jersey at some point, man.
Dude, that Luka jersey would have crushed it at frat parties back in the day. Like, backyard party would have been just absolute lunacy in that.
Yeah, that's why you get traded to the Lakers, is so that your jersey can go triple platinum at something like that.
Yeah. Oh, well, the new one is the Fear Zero.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna do numbers regardless of how good or bad he is.
Yeah. Well, it's a Pelicans jersey, so I don't know how. I don't know how hard it'll go.
All right, Bryce, I got one for you. Muadem Moaneke. I think that'll be the 59th pick this year. He played for Sevilla's B team this year. 6'5" wing. I think that he's more of an off-ball guy. Probably not offering much with the ball in his hands. I don't think that the shooting is not interesting enough for me to buy into. And defensively, it's really difficult to get a grasp on when you're playing against B League competition and Sevilla. So, yeah, it's a
wow, great scouting report.
That was like the 2-minute scouting report on Moduem Moniki.
Wasn't there a pretty good guy on Valencia this year? He could have. I think he would have. If he declared, he would have been drafted. His name's escaping me right now.
I remember a name on Valencia.
He was like low minutes, really, really high productivity, like super high efficiency. It's bothering me. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, I know Ethan Happ was on that team.
Yes,
Wisconsin legend.
Okay, we can pause the nerd questions talk for a while. We need to talk about the Jaeger Demon pick. We're being asked by CT.
Shout out to CT.
Yeah, all-time GOAT. Sam, what are your thoughts? We didn't get to hear him last night. What are your thoughts on the Jaeger Demon pick here?
I'm going to start off on a positive note and say that guy was Sergio De La Rey. But anyways, the Demon pick. Not something I would have done, to put it lightly. I got into an argument today on Twitter with a guy who was like, you were already wrong about Demon. He went 8. He was 53 on my board. I was a little perplexed given he hasn't played a game yet and is in a pretty rough situation developmentally. Like, they stacked 2 also like primary initiators. They like took 3 to get 1, probably. I feel like that was sort of their strategy there. But, you know, you have the number 8 pick. You're not really taking someone who's like a 3-for-1. We could talk a little bit more about Demon's game. You know, he's a really cool, flashy passer. And at his size, it's really impressive. Like, you know, I watched, I think it was like Nets Film Room or whatever, posted a cut up of all of Demon's passes from this year. I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. He also had like a 24% turnover rate and shows almost no self-creation ability. Like he needs a screen or like some type of action to get going 100% of the time. Really stiff upright dribbler. Like I don't see him being a lead guard. If you want to like, you know, kick him over to the wing, given his size, I don't see the shooting. His priors are all pretty terrible shooting at Real and at BYU. And you want to talk about like a good environment to shoot. BYU had 4 shooters around him at most of the time. You know, like people weren't playing on him. He took a pretty high number off the dribble this year. I believe it was something like 35%. So it wasn't like he was taking exactly easy shots and it seemed like he had the green light, but just really, really not someone who I think is a surefire NBA player, to be quite frank. So if you guys have different thoughts, feel free to chime in, but I think you're on the same page as me.
Yeah, we had the same thing. I was almost crying laughing when they took Demon. It just like, how is that? I saw it described today as the most important day in Nets history since Game 7 against Milwaukee, right? And that's how you're going to start it off, and then that's how you're going to continue it with a guy who was like maybe the 5th best player on a decent BYU team. Just really, really hard to fathom, and a really hard start to the night. But we'll stop being negative. I think all our thoughts on the Demin pick are super, super negative. And we do know what this pick is, number 31, right here, if I recall correctly. It is somehow going to the Suns, and it is Rasheer Fleming.
Yeah, they traded 36 in, I think, 2 future seconds to get up 5 spots.
Which, for Rasheer, for the value on my board, incredible value. Rasheer's the highest guy left on my board. I'm absurdly high on him. I have him at 6. Going to be cool to see him get selected now that he's a local to where I'm currently residing. So, Stone, I know you're a little lower. You know, what are you thinking about this pick here?
I still think it's a really good pick. I think the problem is you're higher is how to frame that. But I think he's a really good pick. To me, he's just a very obvious NBA player. Like I think the upside's fairly like not much more than like a solid role player, but getting someone you're confident in being a rotation player in the second round, I think is really good value. So I think that's a strong pick by Phoenix, and obviously they can use more off-ball shooting, less on-ball guys in that sort of on that roster that they have, and obviously more perimeter defense can always help them, especially with the guards that they have. So I think it's a good pick here, and probably maybe the one I would have made if I were them too. So I think this is A+ for me.
Yeah, Sam, I don't remember off the top of my head how high you were on Rasheer or where you had him.
Yeah, he was in my mid-20s. I think we had like a little bit of a back and forth when he was taken in the mock draft.
Now I'm remembering.
Yeah, and like I don't see like the star upside, but like he's definitely an NBA player. Like even if it's just shooting, play finishing, and like defense at his size, there's something there. Like getting him here, I think is pretty good value. He's got a really good shot to be like, a backup big at the worst.
Yeah, I think the big thing is just huge and really athletic at 6'9", insanely long arms, legitimately 6'9", which I think is something that really gets slept on as a forward. I think there's a little bit of handle upside. I know you guys probably don't think that, but just super athletic, super smooth. I love what I've seen from him. And then we have Boston here at 32. I don't think this pick has been traded. I'm probably going to mess up who actually owns the pick for about 90% of the second round because they get flipped and flopped and turned upside down every 10 goddamn seconds. But they did take Hugo Gonzalez in the first round. I thought that was a crazy pick. I'm not a Hugo guy. Stone, where are you at with this pick? Who do you think they're going to go for? What kind of guy do you think they should go for? What are your thoughts?
I think it's going to be Kalkbrenner or Thiero. It's one of those two, I think, for Boston here. And I would kind of lean Kalkbrenner, but it's one of those two, I think, for sure. I don't know. After the Hugo pick, Shams is reporting a trade. I think he said pick 57. But yeah, Thiero or Kalkbrenner. Is there someone else that you guys think there?
Oh, it just got traded to the Magic for 46 and 57. So the Magic are up here at 32.
Do you think it's a shooter?
It has to be a shooter, right?
Like
is this the Eric Dixon pick? Is that
dude? We would have had that one.
Are we sure it's not Kalkbrenner here too, though? Because they got bigs on like pretty tradable contracts right now. A lot of bigs.
Is that your official call, Bryce? Chaz Lanier at 32?
That's sort of where my head went. Him or Brea, I think, is like possible, which would be hilarious to me. The Magic have like kind of a history of taking like kind of bad shooters, like Jace Howard. That was a hit. Sorry, Jet Howard, whatever.
Cooper.
I could see this being Jameer Watkins if it's the Magic now.
Oh yeah, the Florida to Florida poll. That could be interesting.
Javon Small, perhaps.
Tyrese Proctor, positional size at the guard spot, but they already got Jace.
I'm locking it in. I'm going.
Oh, this is a good pick. It's a good pick.
Let's see, Mr. Tatum.
Oh, dude,
Orlando taking Penda.
I love Penda. This is another great decision maker who can't shoot in Orlando.
Dude, what the fuck is that suit? What are you wearing?
That's actually tough. That's pretty tough.
It doesn't fit. That shit does not fit, bro.
That's kind of Gen Z though. Like rock like the baggy suit.
No, but like it does.
That's tough, man.
God,
that's tough.
High feel and doesn't know how to wear a suit. That's
a tough suit. Look at that outline on the outline stitching on those pockets.
Dude, look at how poorly the shoulders fit. Oh
that's
my
tough.
God,
that's tough.
You can see the material bending with like every movement. Oh, it looks.
Anyway.
Okay,
He's a
sorry,
good pick.
Sorry.
He's a good pick here. Good value, especially on my board. I'm 15 on my own board. Great decision maker. That's what Orlando's basically built on. But the lack of shooting is really the interesting part here for Orlando. Like it sucks because does he just become one of these other buried guys on with these wings forwards that they have with Caleb Houston, Jet Howard, Tristan Da Silva? Like, does he just become another guy in that wasteland? Hopefully not. I think he's different than all of those guys for sure. But I really struggle with his fit alongside the cornerstones that they have in place.
They have like so much excessive depth at this forward spot and a very obvious need. As much as you don't want to draft for need and you want to draft for BPA, when you have like 5 different bets at this guy over like the last 4 years, and I do think Penda's maybe the best defender of the bunch that they've drafted, of these higher field guys. Just, man, I really struggle. I just don't see a path to minutes offensively. Also, his sleeves are way too fucking short. That's embarrassing. I just really struggle. I really struggle for these minutes, for with him. I already struggled with Penda. I think he was a super specific fit. Sam, where did you have Penda, and how are you feeling here?
I had Penda at 19 as well, so I think it's good value. You guys are kind of talking me out of the pick a little bit, but like some of those guys are going to be heading out of town. There's like a consolidation trade coming in Orlando or at some point. Like, no point in having all of those guys. And they took Jace last night. Does that mean that like Anthony Black could kind of be on the chopping block here a little bit? I know that that's like a pretty high profile, like high draft premium type guy, but like he doesn't really fit anywhere. Like, package up Anthony Black and like a couple of those wings, like for, I don't know, let's say like a more two-way shooter type. I know they already got Bane, of course, but like it gives them a lot of flexibility. And I like Penda. Penda really competes defensively, like, transition player, pretty solid. I don't hate the pick here at all.
I am all for BPA, especially here in the second. You're just kind of praying somebody sticks. And if you think Penda has the best shot at sticking, go for it, I guess. It was reported that Charlotte was putting these up on the market. I don't know if they've been traded officially to anybody. Bryce, you actually had Penda at 19.
Let's go, Bryce.
What is up with you? You fucking nerds. Oh my God. I need to go look at my board real quick. I had Penda at 42.
You fool. You absolute fool.
I think he's the second worst offensive player in the draft. Like,
that's insane.
Full stop.
Considering Vlad Golden exists, that's insane.
Is Jemai Meshack. Vlad Golden, okay, so he's third worst. I forgot about Golden. But man, Penda just has nothing concrete on the offensive end. I really just, I don't get it. Bad fit. Not a guy who's high enough on my board, but you know what? If he's your guy, he's your guy. So Charlotte's going to take a big here. They have to take a big, right? At least one, probably two.
Yeah, Mark Williams out of town.
Mm-hmm. This has to be Kalkbrenner, right?
I hope so, man. It's very Thiero-y too, though.
Could this be Janai Broom's spot?
Oh, please. I'm just hoping every pick right now is a bad player, so the Lakers have choices.
Bogeljub. This would be an interesting Bogeljub spot. Could be stretchy and just, I don't know. I really want to see Charlotte just lean all into shooting. Like, I don't know. Maybe they get. Is Kobe Sanders actually 9th on the best players left for
Dude,
ESPN?
I was using that as like a little guide, and I just had to pull up my own big board instead because it's absolutely wild. Some of the guys that Billis has up there. It's like he only watched like March Madness and like picked like 4 international guys.
Dude, I did enjoy some of the Tui love. I saw they were respecting Alex Tui. Or wait, yeah, Alex Tui.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh,
that's okay.
Zion James.
I don't mind that for them.
I don't love it, but I don't like it. I don't know. I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate Zion. I think in the second round, if you're going to take bets on guys, you need to be taking bets on guys who are tough. And Zion's tough as nails, man. I don't know.
This is my guy, and like I wanted him to go to a good team and be like that bench playable two-way wing and like eat some playoff minutes for someone. And
Charlotte could make the playoffs if they're healthy, and I think Zion James is their third best guard. Like there's a very real chance, like in the playoffs, he probably plays more minutes than Trey. Like,
that's a guarantee, I think.
Yeah. Like their guard depth is awful, and if I do think Zion is so tough that he can just make it work. You get him and Knipple together, the reuniting. I don't know. Yeah, Bryce, culture change. The culture change in Charlotte is legendary.
That might be it, Bryce. That might be it. I think and the J's broken, but like he hit it at a decent clip this year, and like he took a little bit harder ones at Tulane when he had a little bit more of a green light. I don't think he's a non-shooter. I think he's a poor shooter, not a non-shooter.
He at least takes them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stone, I think you're the lowest on Scion out of us, right?
I think I still had Scion top 40, so I wasn't like crazy low on him.
So I don't think any of us were like, crazy low.
I had him at 23. He's Michael Jordan.
That's how I feel about John Tanji, and we'll see if he even gets drafted tonight. So,
dude, I like Tanji. He's tough as nails, but he's like our age.
Yeah, I don't care. In the second round, if you could just be tough as nails, just give me that guy every time. I don't even care. I don't care anymore. Jeez. Tanji being our age and like that being derogatory actually makes me sick.
Dude, I'm 30. Like it's so over for me, bro. Like I'm cooked.
You're washed as fuck. Yeah, Tanji is old. I think he's older than Bryce and I. That's crazy.
G League still has walk-on openings. There's still hope.
Yeah, never let your hoop dreams die, fellas. So this one has to be the big man pick, right? Like,
I'm thinking Markovic.
Dude, if it's Bogolyub, I actually think that's so fun. Like, imagine Scion James offensively playing your center, like as the interior roller and
dude, he could play in the dunker spot for sure. Like he's so physical and like I kind of like what Charlotte's doing, and like you guys know I was lower on Khan than like everyone, I guess. But,
yeah, because you're a demon.
I mean like
demean.
But they're putting some nice pieces together here, and I was also lower on Brandon Miller than probably most people, but he's been all right, Yeah. Like they got some stuff there now. It's not like it's not a barren wasteland.
Yeah, I do think they've been creative also with the kinds of guys they bring in, like around the margins to some degree. Like they had Daquan Plowden. They had
Leaky Black.
Leaky Black was on a two-way.
Yeah, like they had all these guys who just like are kind of tough bets at guys who could maybe stick in the league. And like other than Miles Bridges, I really like don't hate anybody on their roster. It's add more guys like that, see what you can do, but I don't know. Are there any other bigs we could see them going with here? Are there any guys who aren't bigs who we could see them going with here?
I think this is a stash, but
no way. They have like 4 players on the roster.
I mean, there is like former draft Twitter favorite KJ Simpson's lurking in the wings.
Oh, they had Damian Baugh, Daquan Jeffries. That's what I'm thinking of. Like random guys. Josh Green, major rotation player for them. Like they have nothing at the big man spot. They traded Phoenix every single one of their big men other than Musa Diabate.
Who got drafted after Noah Penda?
Sion James.
Yeah, Sion. I'm trying to keep up on the live tweeting here.
You're the GOAT, man. Insane work by Stone. Yeah,
hard at work.
Is my screen black for you guys? Why is it black?
No, I can see you. You can see you just fine.
It is not tough.
You're looking good, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you. I try. Oh, there we go.
That the Lakers yellow really makes your eyes pop, bro.
My yellow eyes.
No, that's
from all the Modelos.
Dude, I saw somebody when my wife and I came and toured like Philadelphia apartments. We were walking in the Houston airport, and I saw the most yellow human being of all time. It was the worst case of, like, he actually looked like Homer Simpson.
He had like jaundice or something.
It was jaundice.
Like
it was actually the worst case of jaundice I've ever seen. It actually made me sick.
I see the pick. It's a good one.
Okay. Stone, get the audio. I'm behind.
Okay. Yes, let's go. Kalkbrenner, take him off the board.
Okay, that's a good little pick. You know, I'm lower on Kalkbrenner. I think if you need an actual bet to defend the rim, there's nobody else to do it in this range. I think he's kind of a pansy. I'm not the biggest fan of his game, but man, this guy can block shots. He can move in tight spaces. He can finish layups. That's a great bet. That's a great little swing. Stone, I know you hate him. I'll throw it to Sam while you're typing. So, Sam, what do you think?
No, dude, I'm a fan of this. I've liked Kalk for like a few years. I always thought he was going to – oh, nice, dude. That was sick. That was so sick. I've liked Ryan Kalkbrenner for a few years. He's a really good touch around the rim, showed like an expanded 3-point game on offense. There were some weird things about his rebounding on off. So I don't know if it was like a sample size thing, but Creighton rebounded the ball better with him off the floor than on the floor. And also, I think he just commanded like a lot of weird like doubles in the post. So like maybe teams were a little bit more stacked in the paint when he was on the floor. But like I think he's a really good finisher, great touch around the rim. I actually like him a good bit. Think he's going to be like a backup NBA big for a number of years.
Yeah, I do struggle to see starting equity. Stone, sorry to interrupt you, bro.
No, you're good. He's just that the lack of strength development really concerned me, considering the fact that that's his literal like biggest weakness is that he's just so physically weak. He gets bullied around the rim a lot, and then he gets taken where he wants to be. The hand placement's so good that maybe it just is enough. But I don't buy that.
Zion James. They have Bryce Williams on the graphic instead of Zion James. That's actually so fucked up.
I don't buy the shooting at all. Do you buy the shooting at all as someone that's high on him?
Dude, I think Stan's still shooting threes. I buy it. His free throw numbers are pretty good. His touch is really good around the rim. I see no reason why, like, if, someone's bringing up the ball up the floor and he just goes and sets a, like, really high screen, guard just sort of slashes to the rim a little bit and, like, the center just drops, like, just leave him there. Like, he can make that shot. I've seen him do it already. Like, I think that's a shot he can make and take. Like, I don't think there's going to ever be any variety, like, out of his distance shooting, but, like, I'm into it.
I do have to speak for Bryce here. He said, I take back the culture changer thing. Too many white guys on this squad. That's why you bring in Zion James to actually fix the culture. That's what they did at Duke, and it almost got them to the Natty game. Biggest issue with Kalk is that his style of rim protection, very tough fit, especially with a team that might have a ton of perimeter issues. They do. I don't think there's like, other than Zion, do they have like anybody? Leaky Black is like their best perimeter defender. Is that an insane statement? And Leaky Black's like their 13th man. Like what?
No, Josh Green.
No, Josh Green. I forgot about Josh Green. And like you have 2+ perimeter defenders, and you're just relying on Kalkbrenner to cover everything and basically playing deep drop all the time. And that just doesn't really work in the NBA. I mean, maybe he can figure out how to make it work. You can find a scheme that makes it work. Run a lot of zone. Maybe
he's not like super springy or anything. Like, so you see a lot of him overcommitting and like really like the first action is the one that he tends to defend. And like if someone tries to throw the lob over him, he's a little stuck. Someone tries to throw the bounce backwards behind him, he's a little stuck. But like, I don't think he's offering more than anyone else on the board in terms of rim
100%.
presence. So, it's pick number 34.
Yeah. So I think Philadelphia's up here. Are they about to pick?
I haven't seen a trade or anything, and it says the pick is in.
Okay. Who do we think they go with here? Who's got the RSCI rankings? Is this Thiero? Are they going to waste?
I think it's probably Thiero.
That does feel like a Morey pick.
That would be sick.
he's not going to shoot it if he goes to Philly. And as cool as he is, they just don't. I don't know. I would love it, but like, there's so many guys in Philly. There's so many just random guys in Philly who just. I don't know. I really struggle. I want to see Thiero go somewhere where he can like actually be the guy, and I don't know if he'll get that shot.
I put the wrong links on the Sion James tweet.
It's not that big of a deal.
This is my 9/11.
Stone texted me and said, "Actually, the worst thing ever happened today. I realized I misspelled Yannick Conan Niederhauser on the YouTube thumbnail where it's barely big enough to fucking read."
It's over, dude. You're never coming back from that.
And he was actually freaking the fuck out about it in my text. So if you don't think that we're not trying to achieve perfection here at all times, you're wrong.
I don't know. I have not been tested for the TISM. I might have it, but
I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of there, dude.
Hey, no, Stone, we love you no matter what. But you know, it's okay.
Get tested.
Yeah, get tested. It would make a lot of sense because every single time we bring up something that's not basketball, Stone goes, "I don't know what that is."
Oh, here we go. Yes.
Let's go. What the fuck are they doing? Janai Broome at 35 for Philadelphia. That means my new hometown Sixers, I have to watch Janai Broome play basketball on them. This fucking stinks. I kind of like he can grit it out. I think I like Janai the most out of everyone here. Oh, Finn just hopped on. Wait, let me change the layout. Finn, how you doing?
Finn,
I'm doing good, man. How are y'all?
We're doing great. How do you feel about the Janai Broome pick on the spot?
Was that real?
Yeah, it just happened. To
Sixers.
You're dead serious.
Yeah.
Yep. We got Janai. Dude, I'm thrilled with that. That's awesome.
Interesting.
Okay.
I like Broome more than you guys too, so I'm with Finn.
Okay. You're just gonna let us.
Are you a Sixers fan, Finn? You're a Wolves fan, right?
Yeah, I'm a Wolves fan, and then I dabble with Detroit. Dude, I'm so excited, man. He's probably gonna play day one. I know he's 37 and a half years old, but he's gonna be really good.
Yeah, I you know, he's he's got a good motor. He can get in there. He can play hard. Like, he's better than Andre Drummond. Like,
is he?
I'll take that. Yeah, I mean, Andre Drummond's like the fakest basketball player of all time.
He's fake good, but like I think he's better than Janai Broome.
I think I disagree, dude. Janai can at least like do random shit on the court. Drummond can only rebound and only miss layups.
But how about Janai Broome's zealous?
I don't know, man. I think Broome's a pretty decent finisher.
Yeah, he can roll. He can dribble a little.
I don't know if he can roll. He's not the fleetest of foot, but
yeah, the athleticism stuff was a little bit worrying. He's like the
worst combine ever on verticality, right?
Yeah. But I don't know, dude. I agree with Bryce. The passing is overrated because of his like ATO. Like, he screens as like a really good playmaking big, and that's not really the case. But he doesn't turn the ball over, which is pretty valuable. Like, it's not the same playmaking ability that like someone like Amari Williams has, which you would maybe like bucket that in given their metrics. But he's like kind of reliable, dude. He doesn't make too many mistakes. You know, he's
real
experienced.
Quick. Who's picking here?
Is this the Wolves?
This is the Wolves.
The Wolves? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so we got Broome and we're picking here?
No, the Sixers got Broome.
Oh. Now I'm confused. I'm really confused.
It's okay. The second round is all about being really confused and then figuring it out in like 30 minutes. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, now I get it. That's
Are
what
y'all
it's all
watching the broadcast, or do you care
Yeah.
about spoilers?
Yes, deeply.
You care about spoilers? All right.
Yeah,
I do.
Stone is. I don't really care either way, but for Stone's,
It's my religion.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you missed our whole talk about the tism 5 seconds before you joined.
Oh, the tism.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation about tism. I like this. It's good.
Oh, wait, here comes Mr. Tatum.
Oh, here we
Proposed
go.
trade.
Dude, Finn, you're about to be through the roof, kid.
Wait, Lakers trade. Did we just get a Thera? Oh my gosh, we're getting a Thera.
Oh, I thought it was Wolves. I thought it was Wolves.
Oh my god!
What are we doing?
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that is phenomenal.
So we still have 45?
Do you?
It
This
doesn't say
better
that
be
we
a
traded
banger.
him.
We better get LeBron back in this shit. This is horrible. I've gotten disappointed 3 times. I thought I had Fleming, Broom, and Thiero, and I got none. This is horrible.
Oh, dude, I feel so bad for you.
Wait, so we still have 45, I think. Can anybody in the chat clarify that? I'm typing.
I don't. I'll check Twitter.
I love you.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's such a great pickup for the Lakers.
They send 45 in cash.
45 in cash. Okay.
Right now it's off the table.
Dude,
That is
This is
you
my
are,
9/11.
you are so greedy. Every single time something good happens to you, you immediately get mad that it wasn't better.
I hope Luka eats nothing but Big Macs the rest of the summer. This is the best bet I've ever been in my life.
Oh my god,
dude! Adding a guy who can legit backside, rim protect, help in the lanes. This is like just an elite athlete to play next to Luka. This is great. I'm really happy with this, and I think the big concern with Thiero is the processing speed, and it doesn't matter if you play next to Luka because he'll just make up for it. Like,
dude, look at that ice on his neck too, bro. He is
stunting.
He's stunting. Yo, dude, I'm convinced he's all NBA, bro.
dude, he's gonna be who TJ Warren was always supposed to be. This is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited.
Do not erase Bubble TJ, bro.
Dude, Bubble TJ is the GOAT. Oh
as the resident Laker fan here, and as someone who is not crazy high on Thiero, like I had him 26 or something on my board. This is as good a fit, I think, as you can get for him, though. Like, I think this is an awesome fit. The Lakers need perimeter athleticism. They don't have any. I don't think he's as much of a playmaker as I want on the defensive end, but as a containment defender, the Lakers really only have Finney Smith, and that's it on the perimeter. So having another one, it's just massive. I think this is a really good pick, but I'm somewhat bummed that we didn't get right now.
Dude, this team bought their way up to the 36th pick. You bought your way from 55 to 45, and then you bought your way to 36.
You're so greedy, man. That's so disgusting.
I'm a Lakers fan. I have to be.
Oh god,
that's actually Stone's only defect as a human being is his Lakers fandom.
They should ban the Dodgers owners from owning sports teams. This is ridiculous. You bought my life away. It's over.
Finn, where do you have Thiero on your board?
I was the highest in draft Twitter on Thiero. I had him like top 5, I'm pretty sure. Jeez. I am pissed.
I think Finn was definitely close. I think Colton Riggs had him 4. I think you had him 5, Finn, if I remember correctly.
Holy shit.
No, I had him 4 and he had him 5.
Oh, I was backwards.
Either way, you got the best athlete in the draft at pick 36, and I am irate. If I end the night, swear to God, we're probably gonna send that other pick too. At this rate, we're just gonna keep selling them off for nothing. This new ownership group is so cheap. I can't believe it.
And this is like a guy who's like very obviously like a fit for the NBA, and even what the Wolves wanted to be doing. Like, you get a guy who can actually defend, actually help around the rim, help out with some of your defensive issues without Rudy, and you just sell him to the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's better than Minot right now.
Oh, 100%. He's a better player than Minot. I mean, I still believe in Leonard Miller, but I think you can play the two of them together. I really struggle with this. Before anybody gets too sad and starts crying, Detroit is here at 37. Sam, who do you think they go with? Who do you think they should go with?
I see the pick. So
you see the pick. Finn, have you seen the pick?
No.
Okay. Who do you think it's going to be?
Who do I think it's going to be?
Yeah.
All the guys that I had inked for Detroit are gone at this point. So I'm actually really.
Dude, Bryce has been saying Chaz Lanier for the last 6 picks in chat. I'm gonna beat the crap out of this team.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it was actually Chaz Lanier as well.
Was it actually?
Yeah. What was that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't see it. It didn't come up on the screen.
This is an interesting one. If you are interested in bad players.
Yeah, this is just. What's the nice way to say he stinks? Oh my god,
He stinks.
Bryce, I'm gonna. Bryce is talking trash in the chat to me. I'd lock you up, bro. I might not get a bucket on you, but I'd lock your ass up.
Dude, he's going full JoJo Tugler on you, Bryce.
I got the arms. You're getting locked up. This is I really hate the process here. The process is just, hey, we need more shooting. And who do we think is like a good shooter? And they got a guy who does nothing else but take tough shots.
I will say I was really surprised by his athletic testing. He came out like B-Spark 90th percentile. I hadn't seen that for 1 second on the basketball court.
Well, he doesn't like use it functionally because he never gets downhill, right?
Exactly.
So there's no feel. I mean, I guess he's a Tim Hardaway Jr. replacement. Like,
bro, he don't have that dog in him like Tim Jr. Bro. Not even.
Tim Jr.'s like Tim Jr.
You'll like this pick, Coop.
38.
I accidentally spoiled it for myself. Who was 37?
It was your boy Chaz Lanier.
Oh gosh, don't see me like that, man.
Right, so 38. This is the Pacers picking here, and I will like the pick.
Yeah.
Ooh,
is this John Tanji? Amari Williams? I don't know.
I think smaller.
Oh, smaller.
Did you see it?
Fuck. I haven't seen it. Wait. I'm just.
Do you have the draft done?
I have it in front of me. I can't hear it, but I'm watching. Waiting for the name to come up.
Oh, you're behind it.
Oh my God. Perfect Indiana Pacer. Actually, such a great pick.
Sorry to interrupt, but who picked Chaz Lanier?
The Detroit Pistons.
Okay, thanks. Just checking it out.
Okay, Sam, Finn, are either of you guys really high on Cam or fans of his?
Finn, you first.
On Reno?
No, on they just took Cam Jones.
My broadcast is off. Oh no. I just wish it was bigger.
Oh, that fucking fit. Oh my God, he's dripped the fuck out. He's got leather pants on. Are you kidding me?
I'm seeing it.
Just bumped him up your board like 10 spots.
Yep.
Well, dude, all right, lotto time.
All right, the Pacers are winning the chip next season. Hallie's coming. They don't need
Hallie. Yeah, they don't need him.
How the who?
Bryce, the pick was Cam Jones.
Dude, just such a great driver, shooter. There's some passing in there. Like, I think he's a perfect scale back role player bet. He's got some defensive chops to him. Nothing crazy, but man, this is just a guy who knows how to play. I really fucking like this pick. The Pacers actually taking a guy I like for the first time, maybe ever, since Jarris Walker. Those are maybe the only 2 Pacers picks I've ever liked. Holy shit, this guy's dripped. I love it. I love it.
The Pacers are a really sneaky good destination for Will Richard too.
Do they have another pick?
I mean, they can buy one.
Will Richard is better than Ben Shepherd, who was getting NBA Finals minutes. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now.
I agree.
Yeah, but Shepherd's at least like 6'7" in a way.
Richard has like 6'11" wingspan, dude. Don't care.
That's true. And he's actually tough. Shepherd just plays.
Shepherd has a sick stash though, like maybe the best stash in the NBA.
That thing is dirty, dude. That thing is dirty.
Dude, it's filled in. The Cam Jones stash and goatee look, that's tough.
Why can't I find the chest?
I didn't know he had aura like that. Damn. I didn't watch enough Marquette, I guess.
I watched too
where's
much.
the Chaz Lanier pod? It's driving me nuts.
It's a double, isn't it?
No, the pod version. The link for on Spotify. I cannot find it
dude, I have no idea.
It's driving me insane.
You don't need to post all 3, bro. It's not that big a deal.
No, we need to post all 60.
Okay.
Autism, it's back.
Who has the next pick here?
The Toronto Raptors are selecting.
Okay. So are they going to take a small guard? Are they going to take a shooting guard who can't pass or a high field forward?
I think it's Javon Small.
Dev does feel Javon Smalley.
I think that would be a really nice pick here. I need to go against the grain and just be kind of different than everyone. Could this be the Markovich destination?
No, you know who this is? You know, we're overthinking it. You know who this is because Masai is just incredibly sick in the head. This is Grant Nelson.
Dude, they need their Kelly Olynyk replacement, and they think they can get it from Grant Nelson.
If Grant Nelson goes drafted, I'll shave my head.
Clip that, chat. Clip that.
That's fake news. That's not happening. But he's not getting drafted.
When he gets picked 38th, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
you have to do it.
No. When Stone actually called this pick perfectly, and it's him right here, right now.
I'm telling you, Masai is sick in the head, man.
Masai is actually, I do think Masai is going insane. I think that's kind of a plot that has been kind of under discussed. Obviously, everyone's just like, well, what are the Raptors doing? But it does feel like Masai's going off his rocker and trying to recreate the same thing that he did once, instead of just well, you won a championship because you got a top 5 player with a great supporting cast. And I think he learned the wrong lessons from their championship.
Yeah, he's not a good GM.
No,
maybe at a time he was, but
let's see.
Look at that ice.
Interesting.
Now,
you called it. It was the small guard.
Look at that ice.
It's pretty. It looks pretty good.
I'm 30 seconds behind you guys.
Yeah, dude.
Elijah Martin ahead of Will Richard? Are you fucking shitting me? Are you what? Did we watch the same Florida team?
A wingspan, bro. Wingspan.
Oh, dude.
Masai must have only caught FAU. He's gonna take John L. Davis next.
Is he gonna? Dude. Oh, dude, that jacket though. That's another great jacket. And with the funky collar on that undershirt, big fan of this pick. Actually, I know I was just being really. What do you mean? This is my Moneyball moment, Bryce. You're gonna need to elaborate on what that means, bro. It's
mad scientists in chat, Chaz Lanier and Elijah Martin stand.
Yo, Billy Bean didn't even win the World Series, bro. Come on. We're glorifying second place.
Yeah, we're glorifying mediocrity.
Hey, do you guys remember when the Lakers got LeBron James in the second round? I'm still so upset. This is my Moneyball moment, dude. I'm like a schizo on the mic. You guys don't get it yet.
Oh my god! I feel so bad. We bring Finn on the Finn on the line
just crash out.
to immediately watch
My team
his
and my
favorite
team
player get traded
waterboards me.
away.
They waterboard me on live. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I cannot believe that. What an insane moment. Great timing, Finn. I'm glad you came on so we could clip farm that. That was
so
awesome.
you can watch me cry.
That makes great TV.
I'm glad chat's enjoying it. I'm glad. Hey chat, clip this depressed loser reacting about his favorite basketball team making bad decisions.
Oh my god, dude! I actually really like Elijah Martin's chain. The rose gold and
it's tough.
Yeah, he's so tough.
Finn, on the bright side, I saw your tweet today about the Wolves being in good shape and still believing in Dilly, and I'm fully on the same page. So it's like he didn't do anything last year, so it's like you got like a top 5 guy anyways this year. So just imagine he was never on the roster, and now he is.
That's a good point.
I wish he was taller than me.
Interesting. Like this pick got spoiled for me. This is an interesting pick.
And this is going to New Orleans?
Correct.
Okay. It's an interesting pick. I don't know
if you watched him or not, Coop. I know me and Bryce talked about him.
Then I didn't fucking watch him because I was half asleep for like 3 days.
He's got some funk to him. He's interesting.
Does this? Oh, it's going to the Pelicans. It's not
Correct.
I was gonna say pick like reverse sort bench press to the lowest and take that guy if it was the Wizards, but it's not.
And it's somebody I listened to you guys talk about them. I'm trying to remember who you guys talked about.
I think me and Bryce both kind of had like some peripheral intrigue in him.
Damn, if you guys didn't really talk about this guy, he's probably pretty mid.
We got to him last day. We got to him. That's what matters.
Me and Bryce both have that just because we had to get to like 100 guys this cycle.
Dude, they are actually schizo, and it's like I hit like 40 guys who I liked. I had like 65 total guys I watched, and I knew I liked 40. I watched a few more that I thought could make my top 40, and I was like, I'm done. That's it. I can't do anymore, and I feel so much better than I do most years. But that's why I'm not Stone. That's why I'm not Bryce. So
you're better. You're what keeps the show alive. But
somebody has to stay sane.
So
yeah.
At least you have your sanity, man. Your dignity.
God. Dude, this shit is taking forever.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's the middle of the second round, and this pick has been pending as long as like the first overall, like which was also confusing because everyone and their mom knew that Flag was going one.
That always bugs me so.
The first pick should be like 0 time on the clock. Just announce the pick.
They've had like 6 months. Why do you have to wait 5 more?
They should also start the goddamn show on time. That's really upsetting.
That's true.
Oh, Bryce, we got turnover economy. We don't need to pass. We just don't turn the ball over.
Well,
we're good.
Have you ever thought about you don't turn the ball over because you don't pass?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That's what he said.
Interesting. Ending a possession and a shot attempt or a free throw is a good thing, believe it or not.
No.
True. No. Or just like don't turn the ball over. You don't need to end on anything.
No, if instead of turning the ball over, you somehow get the ball with Julius Randle and it ends up in a 25% long two.
Is Randle going to be undrafted free agent at this point?
Dude, what is wrong with you?
Not if Raph Barlow has anything to say about it. Was that inappropriate?
No. Dude, we're here for all the smoke. So
let's go! I love this pick.
Yeah,
this is my guy. I think I took him in the mock extravaganza.
Did you? It's been such a blur. I don't remember anything.
I don't. Oh, he actually got drafted. I have to text my TCU friends. Micah Peavy, TCU legend.
In response to like me saying that he was like one of the more underrated players in the draft, I had like a series of guys who I was talking about. Someone like came into I think they must have been like a Texas Tech alum and was like, "This is wrong because he's terrible." I was like, I was like, dude, that was like 4 years ago. Like he got better. Like he got better.
Dude, yeah,
Bryce, I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I did not watch PV this year. Finn, did you have any thoughts on PV? Anything serious?
No.
Hey, fully valid. I don't.
He's got
some going to the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Oh no. All right. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. Well, now he's going to be wasted away. But he was interesting pre-draft.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm with Bryce, dude. If like his shooting numbers, like he went from a complete non-shooter with like a weird hitch in his J to like actually banging like 40% of his threes this year on like, you know, pretty difficult attempts, like mostly catch and shoot, but like pretty contested too. Like he was like most of their offense, especially when Sorber went down. Like, I don't know, dude. I think he could be a guy.
If he can shoot, he's a guy. But it's just is the shot real or not?
Right.
We don't know.
Yeah, Bryce is right. He literally fixed the mechanics. There used to be like a weird pause in the middle of the shot, and now it's like much more fluid.
Okay, the Suns are picking again. Can we just get them off my screen already?
Stone's ready for UDFA.
Yes, I'm so ready. I want Reno so bad.
Reno's a Laker.
I think. Do we think Golden State, or do we think? So this is the Suns.
We have a question from a viewer.
Oh,
Mr. I'm gonna play Bryce's role here. What's y'all's opinion on the Magic's draft? Stone, do you have thoughts?
I think it's been pretty good. I wasn't super high on Jace Richardson, but I love the fit. I was really high on Noah Penda. I don't love the fit. So I guess it kind of balances out. But I think Richardson, like I still had him top 20, and getting him at 25 is decent value. I think he shoots really well, and obviously I think alongside the core that the Magic have in place, like it's just the idealistic role for him off ball. And then Penda, like I don't know how it fits with the shooting not being like real, I guess. But I think that he's just a good decision-making machine, that Orlando loves those guys. And Black, despite not being a good shooter, like I think was a positive player for them this year. So I think there's room for him to be a real positive. It's going to be clunky until they fix their spacing, but maybe Richardson and Bane is like, the starting point of that. So I like the draft quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm way lower on what's his name, Penda, than probably everyone in here. I don't know how Finn feels about him. I think he's just a really bad offensive player in a way that is not.
Fans. Sorry.
In a way that is not made up for by the defense. The defense is really cool. The decision making is really cool. He physically can't hold a ball a lot of times, and he can't dribble. And there's a lot of struggles there, and I really worry about that. The Jace pick is awesome. It's been beaten to death for a reason. The fit is awesome. Jace needs a team where he just has guys around him who can create easy shots for him, and he got there. I think even in our episode, I was like, Jace needs to go to the Magic. This is the most obvious fit of all time, and I'm really, really happy to see him there. This is, I think, a good draft. I'm less upset about missing on a second-round pick in my mind to miss, but Penda could still be a guy. Penda could still be a guy who just comes in and gets stops and makes good decisions, and that's not a bad second-round pick. So even if I don't like him. But
yeah, I think he's a really good defensive processor, as Stone mentioned. His steal and block numbers this year were really impressive, and they were kind of limited by the fact that he's in a professional league. I think offensively, I lean closer to Cooper, where I think he's very limited. I think the inefficiency, both at the rim and in the half court overall, was a bit understated. But I think there's still a chance he shoots, and at this point in the draft, that's a super great value add. And then, like, Jace is a monster pick at 25, even if he's small.
I think it's going under discussed that like Penda was in contention for the best defender in the second best league in the world, or a top 3 league in the world, however you want to slice it, like against the second best athletic league in the world. And he was right there with like Robertson's like the best defensive player. I think the defense is really good, like really, really good. It's just, you know, can he provide enough offense to be able to stay on the court for the defense to be impactful? Is pretty much the question it comes down to with him.
So I don't know if this was announced already, but there's a trade for this pick. It's not Golden State, it's Phoenix.
Yeah, that was with Phoenix moving up to from 52 and 59 originally, I think.
Right. So they're kind of just playing 2K. Like,
yeah, they're taking every archetype in the draft basically.
Is this the John Tanji spot? Are we gonna stop the ball?
Oh God, I saw it.
Yeah, it's rough.
That reaction was like visceral.
If it was actually the Warriors taking the pick, it would be understandable. Don't you have that? You want me to spoil it?
Wait, it's like 2 seconds away. Just give me a second.
Dude, mine's like literally 45 seconds behind. This is
that's a dog shit pick. Dude, they had like a better version of Kobe Bryant on the roster. Like what do we do? Like they let what's his name?
All right. Dang it. I'm making typos now, man. I wish I had the editing thing on Twitter.
Do you need another Modelo, Stan?
Yeah, that's a good goal.
He's locked and loaded.
I'm working from home tomorrow. Maybe I should get a little tuned up.
Tuned up for the second round.
Tuned up for pick number 42.
Nothing like it, man. Oh my God.
I had a cider yesterday. I was turned.
It only takes one Mike's Hard Lemonade for you, huh?
Dude, I'm a lightweight. I save a lot of money. We're good.
That's fair. That's the correct way to go, to be honest.
I'm tipping the scales at like 240 and change right now. It takes about 15. RIP.
15 what? 15 what?
Beveraginos.
Anything.
Any choice.
Dude, in my old age, I've started becoming a cider man in my old age.
Dude, same.
Yeah, it's so nice. Actually, like kind of refreshing. Tastes good. Man, hard to go wrong with something there.
Can we get Cider FC in the chat, boys?
Yes.
This is quickly turning into Bubbles FC with all the different beverages you got going on.
No, I am Carbonated FC. Unironically, Bubbles FC.
Do you like carbonated water? Are you one of those people?
Oh no, I'm not the worst. I like soda though.
You're not like a Poppy guy. Like Poppy's like raising at like some insane valuation right now.
Is that the probiotics
Perrier or whatever?
Yeah. The lady who invented Poppy could like buy an NBA team now.
That's so upsetting to me. Hopefully she buys a Timberwolves so we don't sell off our best players.
No, she's gonna buy the Timberwolves and then she's gonna go under when Poppy gets like when Poppy
arena.
Yeah. If you ever catch me drinking a probiotic soda at a game, please put me down. That will be the end time.
That's like actually true though, Bryce. They're both terrible though.
The Kings are on the clock picking.
Bro, can you announce trades when they happen?
Oh God!
Like 2 hours later.
Stone.
Okay.
Oh God.
No way.
Bryce would
Oh God.
Oh, poor buddy, poor guy over here.
No.
Oh God.
This is like 10 9/11s in one day.
Oh my god.
Dude, and it's because a player you wanted to fall to undrafted free agency
Yes.
it never was. It actually got drafted. Oh,
You know,
my
it's
God.
good.
We still have Amari Williams. We can still do this.
I'm also just like on a side note, like the Renault prop in the Upside Swings group like made me want to like hurt myself in the mock extravaganza, and I'm pretty sure that Finn feels the same way about Renault as me.
Yeah, 9/11.
Well, now I feel the same way about you guys because he's a Sacramento King.
9/11 has a block percentage below 5. I'm good. We're good. Fine.
Maxime Renault was picked here by the Kings, Bryce. That's why Stone is crashing out. Dude, actually,
This is
so
my
funny.
Jalen Hood Schifino.
It's so. it's always so funny doing this and just like the people that you like think you agree with on so much, just like hating players that we all love, and I love that kind of stuff, man.
No, dude,
Okay,
like we overlap like a lot of the time, like most of the time, but
Most
like,
of the time, and
yeah,
then
most of the
Renault
time.
shows up.
Exactly.
But that's what makes this so fun, I think, in my
Yeah.
opinion. It's like my favorite episodes that we've done are like the ones where Stone and I are just like fighting each other for no fucking reason over like 10 points on our board. Like our CMB Queen episode, absolute banger. Maybe the most fun we've ever had doing one.
I'm probably just not going to stop drinking Modelo's tonight. Maybe I'll slip some pills in there.
I'm gonna join you. Hold on one second,
dude. You got a Duthiero for free, and you're gonna.
Yeah, what are you complaining about? That's ridiculous. You need to buy me Modelo's. It's ridiculous.
This is
drink your poppies.
No, I'm good. Actually, I wanted to enjoy my night, but it's ruined already, so I might as well. I see that in the chat, Bryce. Poppy's okay. It's actually fine. I just don't like. I'd rather drink a Mountain Dew. You know what I mean?
Bro wants to do the dew.
If you're at a game, if you're like actually doing anything, it's like just drink a fucking soda. Just drink a goddamn soda, please.
Yeah, I'll take the extra 200 calories and I have my gut feel like it's dancing. I'm actually fine. I'm okay.
Yeah. I don't need my. I'm not gonna say that on the live stream.
No, do it. Say it.
No,
say
I'm not saying
it.
that. I'm not saying that. I've said so much stupid shit that I've had to cut out of pods. And I don't need to be thinking about this. Okay,
yeah,
so here
with
43,
Bryce, I have like one soda per year ish.
I had a soda a few days ago because we're moving. I had a Dr. Pepper, like a crisp one.
When it's real hot, they sound good. That's the move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's refreshing.
Okay. Back on track, fellas. Here at 43, focus. We have Washington making the pick. I think it is.
It's the Wizards.
I think so. That's what the TV is telling me. But I think it's originally from Utah.
My bad.
No way.
So do we have any? Oh, there's a fucking ad, and we're not even gonna be able to see who gets picked when they get picked because there's a injured Call Keith ad going on.
That's tough, Bryce.
Javon Small still being available is kind of whack. I think Kadari Richmond is probably going to go undrafted, unfortunately. Amari Williams is a shout. Dylan Cardwell's a shout.
We need Amari to go drop, buddy. Don't put his name out there.
Dude, if you end the night with Amari, whatever.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna. Better draft than the Wolves, and you didn't even have a pick in the first round. It's ridiculous. What's your thoughts on the Baron J pick, by the way?
Me or
just everyone, just the pod? What's the?
I love Baron J.
Yeah,
I'll go first, Stone, because I think I like him more. I think Baron J is really, really fun. I think he just like we watched Clint Capella a few years ago, or like earlier this year, and just like Baron J has all these weird micro skills that probably won't translate, but when you're an actually like starting level rolling big, you need all this random shit to like be able to adjust on the fly and adapt to weird play types and badly thrown lobs and
I hate this pick.
All this bullshit. And I think that Baron J is like really good at that kind of thing. And I think he's a really good screener in a way that he like I really, really like. And like Bryce said, special athlete. And I think he's a great get for the Timberwolves. They're in the first round. I might like him more than Thiero, even though I had Thiero higher. I've sort of come around on Beringer as the process has gone on over basically the last week. So Stone's lower, but I really like him as like a Gobert replacement in a few years.
Mr. Tatum's talking. The worst Tatum. He's not even a Celtic. Bro, can you just get to
It's kind of a Schmid pick here.
It's pretty bad, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's buns. It's
Jameer Watkins.
Jameer Watkins is the pick for. He's going to the Wizards. I'm just not moved.
I'm not huge on Watkins. I don't have him top 70 either, but or top 60, excuse me. But I don't think this is a good fit for him to be anything more than a guy who probably only doesn't get to a second contract. To be honest, like I don't think that the Wizards are going to use him properly. I don't think they have Keyshawn George already, and I don't think they overlap. This isn't the sort of skill set I think he can overlap very much, and I don't know. I don't see much playing time, but I just don't think he's good enough to.
I mean, they also took Riley
to develop, and that's true exactly, and Will Riley. So like, I don't know. Seems like a throwaway pick, to be honest.
For what it's worth, I like Watkins more than Riley. I'm really not in on Riley. I think he's all tools, and I don't think the tools are that interesting. Watkins is at least a little more real.
He's like, he's like our age as well,
dude. At this point, I genuinely don't care if you're 43. If you can like actually just get out there and put the ball.
Clearly
in the
not. You like Jameer Watkins.
Bryce says is the candidate for the player with the most frustrating teammates. Is that what's that big's name? He transferred.
You're talking about FSU or Washington?
Yeah, FSU. FSU. They're big. He had some Malik Ewan. You're not a Malik Ewan guy, dude. That's crazy. That's Malik Ewan erasure, dude. And John Bull Ajak. John Bull. That's John Bull erasure.
That's tough. Bro, can Bob Myers get a haircut already? Like,
dude, oh my god, dude! He's a grown man rocking that flow. That is insane.
It's not 2003. I promise you,
dude. I'm getting grainy footage of Shea shirtless carrying the fucking.
I know. Why did they record that on a camcorder?
Right, dude, I don't know. That the hair isn't that bad. Chill on Bob Myers' hair. Okay,
it looks worse when it's longer. Sometimes he hasn't. You can tell he hasn't got a cut in a while, and it's pretty rough. But
chill.
At least for his age, he's got a full head of hair.
That's the thing. When you're his age, it's a flex to have hair that long, man. We got to think about things like that.
I can't believe Chet dropped the Abe Lincoln look for the finals. They would have swept if they had the chops.
Yeah, if they had Chet Lincoln.
Yeah, Chet Lincoln is crazy.
So if the Thunder draft Will Richard here, they're going back to back. Is that?
Oh my God! I didn't even realize that was a possibility.
I'm not spoiling picks anymore. I'm not looking at Twitter.
I'm gonna go crazy if they take Richard.
Is this a Bogolyub pick?
I hope so.
Oh, dude,
I hope he's up for the Wolves.
It probably is the Bogolyub pick. Sam Presti has a problem with drafting white guys who stink at basketball, and it's about to be
Bogolyub's good though.
Bogolyub's like better than Topic, but like
he's better than Topic. He's better than Poku.
Yeah, but he's still like not that good.
Or is it Milicic?
Dude, this is not Milicic. They already took Sorber. I don't think they take another big.
It's Bogolyub.
I think it's Bogolyub.
Give it to me, Will Richard.
I hope Chicago takes Will Richard.
All right, who is it, Finn? Walk in.
Who is it for me? Dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably Bogo is my guess. Either way, they're going to be on a two-way, so it's pretty inconsequential.
Oh, my God. This is just heinous.
All right. You're ahead of us. Oh my gosh!
Are you fucking
What?
kidding me?
He got picked. What does Presti do? Has Presti
White
gone
guys
full?
who suck. White guys who suck.
Is he fully senile?
Sticking to the brand.
Oh my
Dude,
god!
he's
Take their
mean.
championship away. This is insane.
that's forfeiture.
They're never getting back to the finals. It's
Chopped,
over.
bad
It's
at
over.
basketball. What are we doing here, man?
And
No
the dynasty,
Locker room
dude.
pick.
Yeah.
And the dynasty.
Locker room pick, and it's just a white guy who played on a shitty Northwestern team.
I met.
He's got
I met
heart.
locker. He's got the
He's got
work
heart.
ethic. He plays the game the right way. I meant locker room in a derogatory way. I hope people aren't being like, "Oh, he's doing eugenics in the draft."
I forget that not everybody can. Not everybody
Dean's
can
getting
hear.
excited.
I need to announce the picks. This was Brooks Barnheiser at 44 by the Thunder. That's my bad. So this is where the T-Wolves will pick right here. So Finn, who do you want them to take, and who will you cry if they take?
Well, there's no
Somebody
Brooks,
not
at
named
least.
cash considerations. I had a tweet, right? I did a tweet today. Where is that?
Try on Twitter.
Oh, that's
Good
fine.
guess. Yeah, Bogo would be huge. Chris Mannon, Kadari Richmond, Javon Small. Javon Small would be sick. Shulga would be cool.
Can you not take the
Anawara.
players I want for undrafted free agency?
Dude. I need you to understand. We needed strength creators, and you got the best one for a PB&J sandwich. I need you. Give me someone that can contribute today.
Lachlan
because
Olbrich.
yeah, I'd be thrilled. Get Randall off my screen. By the way, we're gonna pay Nas $30 million. I want everyone to know that everyone.
So it's
I don't
Nah,
like
you're
that.
letting go of Nah.
Yeah, bye. He's
Okay.
going into the Hawks TPE for sure.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It's all but guaranteed at this point. Nas, I've crapped on Nas. He's actually probably pretty good. So I'd take Tui too.
Do you take
Tui would be really
two
nice.
project bigs and go with Alex you said it Rocco Zakarski? Go double project bigs.
You know, I like the height. What else do I like? I'm not entirely sure. I like that he has a cool accent. I liked his interview.
I like this haircut.
Dude, true. Bob Myers, on the other hand, that guy's ugly as well.
Bob Myers is frosted tips away from just being like completely 2004. No, I think this is Eric Dixon. I'm locking it in.
You're gonna think this. You think
Dude.
this is Eric Dixon?
Yeah.
I think me and Finn got in an argument once about Eric Dixon. He's like, Sam, I respect you as an evaluator, but Eric Dixon sucks.
I respect you as an evaluator, but he needs a family. This is a Hunter Dickinson situation. You better get locked in on the LinkedIn. Did he have a LinkedIn sponsorship, Dickinson?
Dickinson. Yeah.
Oh my
Indeed.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's never opened that app, by the way. He's still waiting on Summer League.
He's gonna have to pretty soon.
Nah,
Oh
dude,
my
he's
God.
got that Barstool Sports shit on lock, dude.
Oh,
He's got it on
no.
the lock.
He is the
Tucker
ultimate
Carlson internship happening soon.
dude. Right wing grifter career path for Hunter Dickinson is gonna be.
I played in the
Oh my God.
I played in the NCAA, and
He's gonna make Fox appearances with Ennis Cantor.
Oh my God, Hunter Dickinson's gonna be on screen talking about I would have dominated women's college basketball.
oh my God, he comes out with the transition announcement after the career. Do I get
What-
4 years of eligibility if I?
When I want to learn about Iran, I definitely go to Hunter Dickinson on Fox News.
Wait, I would like to take a second and point out that the Thunder also have Alex Dukas on a two-way.
That is not how
Alex.
you say that name. That's not how you say his name.
Whoever that is.
Alex Dukey.
Duke is.
Alex Dick and Ass. That's nice.
That is a Brooks Barnes.
Oh, here we go.
Future.
You got Poopheiser.
Okay, so that was a trade. So here the Timberwolves.
We
Oh my
get
God,
rid of
announce the
Mark
pick.
Williams.
I saw it.
You did go.
The
You did
Wolves-
go double
the
big.
Wolves, the Wolves take Rocco Zikarsky
Wow.
here at 45.
Double
and actually,
project big.
dude, Stone's been letting his nuts hang this draft. That's actually pretty crazy. He's been getting a lot of these.
Stone, I need you to put him away. I need you to chill the hell out. This is not.
Oh my God, this is insane. After
This
you
is
took Baron
crazy.
J in the
Crazy.
first round, you're gonna take Zikarsky, who like actually is not anywhere near. Is he a stash?
I like how they cut
He
all their
has to be,
film
right?
from one game. All their film on that highlight reel was from one game.
Yeah, they watched one U18 compilation and they were like, "This is the greatest player I have ever seen." I
How
mean,
do you feel about it? You're the Wolves fan.
Yeah, might have to reconsider that. I think Baron J. Look, I'll just do both. I think Baron J is like a really outlier athlete. I think those are always really hard to like get a good grip on or get a hold on, just because you never know what the development path is going to be. As you know, Cooper mentioned a lot of micro skills there. He improved as like a short roll guy throughout the season. Like he had some nuances and screens that I liked. Zikarsky's U18 stuff was really intriguing, and you know there were some people preseason that had him top 5. I actually kind of liked the idea of going double big. I just would have preferred Amari Williams here. There's some other bets that I would have liked, but I mean Connolly tends to cook on like 2-ways and undrafted guys. I expect them to get a guard on a 2-way here after the draft. That'll make me a little bit more excited than this pick, so we'll see.
So
Finn
you're
with
telling
some
me that
actual good analysis in round 2. That's respect. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back to Henry and Niall. They keep winning, dude. They keep winning all these tall guys, dude.
Oh no! I just spoiled the next pick.
Oh my God, dude, get off Twitter.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Dude, you're evil. I don't know. If you're gonna take 2 bigs, take 2 bets at different bigs at least.
Right.
Like Zikarsky is just a far worse bet at the same roller. There's nothing else to him.
Oh God, and it's right after
What? What does
the pick.
Oh
Just watch.
God. Oh
This is
God.
Boston.
Yeah, and I'm really mad because obviously it's Boston and they get a good player.
Oh,
Not
they're
happy.
good. Uh-oh.
There's not
Yeah.
very many good players left. You guys are actually just gonna have to tell me my TV.
It's on the TV actually. They just announced it during commercial.
Oh, who was
Yeah,
it?
so
when they do that.
the 46 pick, which is Boston via Orlando, is Amari Williams.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Dude,
Are you kidding?
that's pretty sick.
That's
Ow.
a great pick.
That is pretty sick.
That's a really great pick by the Celtics there. I really like that. Like, just see if he's actually an NBA level playmaker while you're like rebuilding.
Who else
for a
did
year.
Boston get this cycle? Ugo and
Hugo.
And wasn't there one more or no?
Or did
They
trade
traded
that
the
one?
other
He
one.
traded it.
But I mean, this is a guy who will be able to play as a rebounder. You know, at least as your backup big, as an elite rebounder, good screen setter, good roller, super high motor, exactly the kind of guy you want to get in the second round. And I had him in my first. I had him 17th on my board. I really like Amari. I think there's a world where he's a starting level center, and you get that swing here at like 46. I really, really like that pick for the Celtics.
Same page.
Yeah.
Like unfortunately, this probably does mean the end of Neemias Queta in Boston, and someone needs to go get that bull because he can play some basketball. So, it feels like all the good backup bigs are like log jammed on the same teams. Like Jalen Williams in OKC, you guys talked about a little bit last night how he's a little stuck. You have Queta stuck. It sounds like Daron Sharp might be on the move. Like those are guys who could play, man. Like I'd be out here trying to get one of those guys to eat some minutes for me versus, retreading Andre Drummond and DeAndre Jordan and whoever was all NBA when we were in 8th grade.
Yeah, Blake Griffin.
If the Lakers get Day'Ron Sharpe, that's their new starting center.
Oh, 100%.
Like
we need to get what do you call it? Domestic violence off our team ASAP.
Yeah, I am excited to see what the Lakers do at center, especially in free agency. I don't know. I expected him to address.
If it's Walker Kessler, I'm shooting myself on live stream.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But I do fully get why you wouldn't go for a big in the draft as like your centerpiece to like, hey, maybe don't rely on your entire defense being built upon a rookie who could be like 21 or 22. Thiero pick's great. Here we have Milwaukee, who's going to be dog shit next season, even with Giannis healthy. Do we have any feel for where they're going to go? I think whoever they take here is going to be a bad basketball player. Just if their history of draft picks over the last few years is anything to lean
This feels very RJ Lewis Jr.
Ooh, that's a good. I like that cut. Is this the Wooga Poplar start spot?
No.
I saw Shulga mocked here a few times. That'd be good.
Could this be Tyrese Proctor? Does that feel like a
I'm
Bucksy
shocked.
pick?
I'm shocked he hasn't gone yet. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I would have expected.
They do like their guards. It could be Proctor. That's a good pull. They love.
It's gonna be Ryan Nembhard.
Stone would actually love.
I like Nembhard, but he's not. He would not be good in Milwaukee.
I don't know. Sometimes Milwaukee just has a habit of like taking guys who are actually good out of like nowhere. I don't know. And
then trading them to other teams.
Yeah, and then flipping them to like the Cavs.
I'm going RJ Lewis Jr. here or Kobe Sanders. It's one of those two.
Oh, Kobe too.
No, Kobe's a good one.
Good pulls.
I like this could be Javon Small, and then they'll trade him before the season starts. like I could see that being the path they take here. Or they're gonna take
trade him with Kuzma for someone to open up their MLE.
I think it's
you
Proctor.
Know who it is?
I'm gonna call Proctor.
I'm throwing one more name in the bucket. Last minute, Hunter Salas.
None of the above. We didn't even consider him here.
Oh, Bucks get Bogolyub.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. 47th pick.
I'm glad he heard his name called.
Should I do that like Don Yates tweet where like 17 years Don Yates when he announced Jokic was gonna like take over the NBA, like
it's like the Paige Buki
the Paige Beckers tweet.
Yeah, I can never pronounce her last name.
Yeah, I know the one, Finn. That's pretty legendary tweet. That's Don Yates forever.
Yeah. Do that about Bogolyub. He actually has no swag though. Like,
I mean, does he not have like a pretty weird build and frame to you guys? Like, I think he's going to struggle to put some weight on, and like the ways he wins like off the dribble, I just don't think are very real. Like, I think he's kind of just like a stretch big. I don't buy anything off the dribble.
So what I love is that I think he just knows how to play basketball. Like, he understands angles as a screener. He knows exactly when to fill space. Like, it seems like he's just very fundamentally there on top of the shooting. Like, I think that's enough to get into rotations. Defensively too, like, he's not making impacts in terms of playmaking. Obviously, he's real thin. He's going to get somewhat bullied to the rim. He doesn't have a frame that I think can put on a lot of weight and muscle, but I think that he knows exactly where to be and just doesn't have a lot of mistakes on that end either.
Man, he's a stick though. Like there's only so skinny you can be. It doesn't matter how good the decision making is. I don't know. Playing next to Giannis, maybe some of that gets covered up.
Oh man, his mom being so proud of that's. I root for Bogolyub.
Yeah. Well, you were rooting for him anyways.
Because I'm sick.
Yeah, you're a sick man. I've been cheering for Bogolyub since I learned how to say his name.
It's definitely Boglejugs.
Oh, damn. My pick's up right now. Oh, here it is. Grizzlies at 48.
Oh,
Prepare for someone you've never heard of.
yeah.
Wrong.
Oh,
Memphis
my
gets
gosh.
Javon
Of course.
Small. Of course
Memphis
they
gets
do.
Richard.
Oh my gosh.
Javon Small at 48.
Bro, we were 12 picks away from undrafted free agency. Really? You fool.
It seems like Memphis actually sprinted to the podium to get
Yeah.
Javon Small.
That was easily the
That was
fastest
really fast.
turnaround.
I've been wondering all night who's that in the green suit
Oh
with
my
his
God.
matchup with his mom, and it's Javon Small. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yo, this guy can hoop, man.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of this.
This is a great get. They, as much as they're going to miss Bane, they're bringing in guys. They believe in Jalen Wells. You have a backup in Javon Small, who I think can really play. And then you have a guy in Cedric Coward who's like legit 6'8", can actually play the three. They've been missing a real three for like a half decade, maybe even longer. I'm really liking what they're doing. This is really fun.
I'm not gonna lie, like this is Javon Small going at pick 48 to the Grizzlies. It's like just encapsulates how much the NBA is not elite at drafting. Like, not to say that every team is bad, but like to say that they're just top tier and flawless. Javon Small at 48 is like the easiest argument to show why that's not true. Like I don't know. He's just an NBA player. Like, and to get an NBA player that late, I think is really frustrating. Wow, that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, Memphis does it again. They pull an NBA player straight out of their butt crack.
I'm a little worried with Scottie Pippen Jr. being there. They're like a little bit redundant. In my opinion, offer a lot of the same defensive playmaking and like distance shooting off the dribble stuff, but like he's probably not there forever anyway.
But
like,
I think Small can play off the ball. Like I don't think Small has to be a ball handler.
Yeah, that's true.
And Memphis gets super creative with their lineups too. I could see them playing both, like in certain situations.
And Jaw's not like the picture perfect health either, so I think there could be times when Pippen Jr. starting for a chunk of games, and you got Small as the primary backup.
What's the best pick so far in the second round?
This or Thiero, probably.
I gotta go Thiero.
I think it could.
Fleming. Yes.
Fleming for me, like I'm the world's biggest. I think by the numbers, the second biggest Fleming guy alive. So I really like him at 31, even if it is to the Suns, who I want to stink and I want their picks to be really bad. I can't help but love that. And
get there by 4.
Thiero to the Suns, not Thiero to the Lakers. I think those have to be your top two. But Javon Small here at 3.
Rocco Zakarsky to the Wolves at 42. I like that one a lot. I'm so sad.
Dude, Boston taking Amari Williams is up there too.
Oh, yep. Boston getting Amari.
Dude, I think most of the guys who like I don't know, I think we all had like best available tweets like throughout the day. Like it feels like our guys are getting ticked off the list. Like I generally think like teams are doing
Monza's still there.
Dude, shut
up. Ethan, I should have entered the draft 3 years ago. Almanza.
Yes. That's my king. That's my goat.
That's Stone's guy. That is like Stone's guy.
Someone just texted me like from my
I spoiled the next pick. Sorry.
He said we got 2 Gobert replacements. We're fine.
You sure that's your friend group?
No, he's dropped after that, but
dude, if you can find a way to play all 3 Goberts at the same time, that could be really something. Like, just imagine the defensive impact from playing not 1, but not 2, but 3.
Cooper,
Goberts.
we've gotten like 50 new views on the Adu Thiero video since he was drafted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, of course we have. That's awesome. Lakers fans are sick.
Lakers Stimmy is fire.
Dude, and of course that's the episode I like shoved my thoughts in at the end because I couldn't record. Oh, that makes me so bad. Oh, it's edited so poorly. Fuck.
It's all right. Lakers fans don't even care. They probably don't even, it goes one ear and out the other. They don't even understand anything we're saying, probably. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the Arrow pick. It could have gone so much worse. Really, anytime the Lakers pick, it's just like, don't draft the worst player on the board. Is what the hope is.
Yeah, it's the constant fear of 2 years ago, them taking Jalen Hood-Schifino, and like Stone actually dropped out of the live show for like 30 minutes. Like it was a while. You were actually gone for a while.
Yeah, I thought about jumping.
That was one of the best Stone moments. That was a great one. And I actually felt so bad. Bryce and I actually felt so bad. That was so awesome.
It's all right. We lived through the poop. I can't even say his name anymore. We lived through the Jalen era, and we've gotten to a Duthie era. So
who did the Cavs take?
The Cavs took Tyrese Proctor.
Cavs took Tyrese Proctor at 49. I missed that pick.
Even though they have Craig Porter Jr. already, so he'll never even see playing time.
Yeah, well, he's ass. I don't know why the fuck they would take him. I even argued for him in our argument episode, and
I think I had him around here on my board.
I think numbers wise, yeah.
I had him not in my top 60.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah. He was a priority 2A for me, so I don't hate it. And it's at this point, to be honest, like it's really hard to get too mad about draft picks when you're in the 50s now. It's just like whatever.
Yeah. I think is this the Eric Dixon spot at 50
for the Knicks,
dude? Real spacing 5 to back up to Cat.
They had Thiero and Jameer Watkins. I've seen like 2 Knicks reporters say that, so I don't know what they're gonna do now.
Is this the Vlad Golden spot for the Knicks?
Good pull.
Is he the consensus best big left?
Consensus, yeah.
Definitely
not on my board.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't rank him either.
Oh, the Clippers. They're trading it to the Clippers.
Oh, are they going to take another rim runner?
Oh, nope. I spoiled it because I had to read the whole tweet because I'm stupid. Yeah, no, this is a decent. It's a Clippers-y pick too, honestly. Like Conan Niederhauser was such a Clippers pick. This is a pretty Clippers pick, but it's also a decent player. I don't think you watched Adam Cooper, but me and Bryce talked about him at the end.
Okay.
So that means it's not Will Richard,
not Will Richard, which sucks.
Dude, that guy is literally going to be
Lakers.
They need it. Like him or my cat's here.
Yeah.
Hello, Sam's cat.
Yeah, Richard needs to be like in an NBA rotation.
Honestly, Bryce Williams would have been a pretty Clippers pick, but
did the Clippers move up one spot in the 50s, or did they just buy?
I think they bought it.
Oh, so they have back-to-back picks here.
Oh no, they did. They did trade it. They traded up one spot. I don't know what they added.
Oh, the Knicks select Kobe Sanders here at 50, or the Clippers. Kobe Sanders. What is it with them and guys named Kobe?
Well, they didn't take Brea.
No, but they took Kobe Brown.
Yeah,
that's true. Same spelling for that one.
I like Kobe Sanders. I think that, especially in this sort of range, I had him as a priority 2A. I think it's 55 on my board, but I think he's got good length. I think he's a really good recovery defender. He uses the length well in that specific area. I think he can get downhill. A lot of what he did was just rising up and pulling up and getting to the rim against guys that were 6 inches smaller than him. So I don't think that is going to be to the same degree that it was at the collegiate level. But I do think he has like pretty decent touch. He has good extension around the rim as a finisher. There's stuff there with him. Like I think there's a pathways to him being a rotation player. So I think it's a fine pick at 51.
So Clippers are here at 51, or this is the Knicks?
This is the Knicks now.
Knicks at 51. Okay. So this is the Eric Dixon pickup spot.
Do you guys believe in Kolek or no?
No.
No, I have no belief in Tyler Kolek.
So then they should take Shulga.
No, they shouldn't. He should fall to undrafted free
Oh
agency.
my god.
This
You're the
This is the
Mussolini
Knicks.
of undrafted free agents.
Dude, that is
yeah.
They got Austin Reeves one time in undrafted free agency, and they think they can get fucking everybody. Oh my god!
This
Think
is
Kadari Richmond.
this is RJ Lewis Jr.
St. John's, New York. I
Yeah,
could see that.
RJ Lewis Jr. I'm going Chase Hunter here. Which I would not like either of those picks. It's also for the Super Sickos. The addition of what they traded to move up is the draft rights to Luka Mitrovic.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is. So
I believe he played in the ABA. Let me double check if it's the guy I'm thinking of.
this would be a really great 2E spot. Like just a motor wing, good size, can shoot. I'd like that pickup.
Oh yeah, he played for I can never pronounce it, but Zvezda or whatever.
Savannah Zvezda.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
That
I've
one.
seen him. I've seen them in Euroleague
yeah.
a couple
He's
times.
32 years old, so he's
He's not.
I
Coming
don't think
over.
he's coming
Yeah.
over. But yeah, he's. I don't understand why like you wouldn't ask for. They want to move up. Like shake him down for some cash or something, not for a guy that's never going to come over, or like at
Did we
least
see-
a protected future second. Like get something.
Did we see Proctor to Cleveland at 49 too?
Yeah,
Yeah, we missed it at the moment, but that we do kind of need to talk about that. Just kind of a nothing burger. Like, is there anything actually there other than just like guy who can kind of dribble up the court and shoot? Maybe.
No.
I think he could be a one positional defender against like a decent defender against opposing point guard.
I think my biggest problem is that they have other needs, and like you don't need point of attack defense when you have like Craig Porter Jr. and
Oh,
I don't know.
this
I
is
like
not the
Donovan
pick I thought
Mitchell's
it would be.
defense. This is the Knicks here.
This is a player, the first player that we've had drafted that we did not talk about on Upside Swings.
Oh,
Okay.
dude,
Even on the final pod with me and Bryce,
Oh,
we did not talk about this player.
Mohamed Diawara. We wanted to talk about him.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got
we didn't get to.
Mohamed. Yeah,
Damn. Yeah, I
they
didn't
got
watch him at all.
area. These buns. I've watched minimal amounts of him, but he's just not good.
Yeah. Did Sam, Finn, either of you guys watch him?
I have no thoughts.
Yeah, I didn't really get to watch him.
He's athletic, obviously, because he played for Cholet, which is like usually the most athletic team in the French league. The French league is the most athletic league in the world, apart from the NBA. But there's not really much to say there that's going to be anything worth positivity. So he's just not good. As where I'll leave.
How tall is he?
I think he's like 6'8".
Okay. Does he have any like wing skills, or is he just like an athlete?
I mean, he can handle a little bit like open court stuff.
Okay. So no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
he's 6'8".
This is the Milicic pick.
Interesting.
52.
John Winchester says Coleman Hawkins here for the Warriors. We will see. I like Coleman Hawkins. I had him 80th on my board, so I'm probably the highest person on him. But I'm going to go Hunter Salas here for the Warriors. That feels like a very Warriors pick.
I would have had Hawkins higher last year for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had such a bad year.
Yeah,
This
what
year
a
was
what a
just-
mess of a team, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, I felt bad for him. Legitimately, like he just looked like he had the season from hell.
Yeah,
he made like $4 million, so I'm not gonna like.
Yeah,
he could cry in his Maserati.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks because I do think he would have gotten like legit money, like last season.
Yeah, probably.
If he came out of Illinois, I think he would have been drafted.
Agreed.
Maybe he doesn't get like a guaranteed roster spot though, so probably I mean, he got so much money, probably the right move, but man, it's hard to see any kind of long career after.
He's a summer league player for sure.
Yeah.
He'll get on the summer league team, but I don't know if
he could be pretty sick in Europe. Honestly,
yeah,
he'd be sick over there.
He seems like a Liga Serie A type guy. I don't know if he.
I have no idea what the fuck that means, Stone.
The Italian's top league, Italy's top league.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
that's like pretty good hoops at the top level, like Milano and.
It's a top 10 league.
It's Olympia, right?
Top bottom half of the top 10 in the world, I would say.
Okay.
Nico Mannion's getting some buckets over there right now.
Yeah,
dude, Nico Mannion, who has
people had him qualities. Top 5 in that high school class. I remember very distinctly. Him and Matthew Hurt both were in like top 5s.
Dude, Matt Hurt, what a throwback name!
I mean, Matt Hurt was he a first or a second round pick eventually?
I don't think he got drafted. Did he?
Really?
I thought he went undrafted.
I swore he got drafted.
I thought he got drafted.
Maybe he did. I'm pretty old. Yeah,
I think we've come a long way in scouting.
Yeah, like high school scout, like as a whole, high school scouting has gotten a lot better.
He was signed to a 2-way by Houston, and then he got waived, so he wasn't drafted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are gonna like this one.
Oh,
53 to Utah. Is this going to be a good Bryce pick, or is this going to be?
Oh, I like this.
Wait, who is it?
Alex Tui.
Alex Tui to Utah at 53. Wow.
They got a better forward at 53 than 5.
Oh my god!
I'm just kidding, but I like this. This
is a great pickup. Yeah, this is a great pickup. Unless Indiana gets John Tanji here at 54, that'd be real hoops, man. Wait, Indiana has to be the Will Richard team, right?
I would think so, right?
Like, they have to be. We were joking about it, but like, it has to be.
They don't mind taking older guys. They like winning pedigrees. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's kind of the no-brainer, but you never know in the 50s, dude. It could be a guy we've never heard of, like Dior.
Yeah, diarrhea.
Wait, 52. Wait, did we miss 52?
Gavoni tweeted that Golden State selected Alex Tui.
Oh no, they got Guy Santos and Tui. Their wings are stacked.
Oh shit!
Wait.
Yeah, it's going to the Warriors.
So this is the Jazz have another pick here.
That's what it seems. I don't see that.
Oh, somebody's gonna like this pick at 50.
So Warriors got Tui, and then Jazz have 53, where they're making a pick.
Correct.
And this is a pick that somebody will like.
Yes. I know one of you 3 like this player.
Yeah, Warriors getting Tui isn't bad. They need a guy who can just...
Santos and Tui together is a really sick combo.
Coop's going to be pretty thrilled.
Let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, man. Actually, is he the second best guard on the Jazz right now? Let's figure this out, guys.
I mean,
Colin Sexton.
Collier.
Collier turns the ball over too much.
He was good this year. Like legit.
I'd probably still take I'd probably still take Clayton over him.
Yeah, Clayton.
Yeah, Clayton's good.
Sensabaugh.
It's true.
Yeah. I forgot.
He's kind of a switch though.
So he's like the fifth or sixth guard.
Yeah, but he's like actually wing sized is the big thing about Tanji in a very real way. I don't know. Utah, half their roster could die from old age, and I could see Tanji getting some run, or he could just be a summer league two-way guy. Kind of sucks. I wish he went to Indiana or something, but that's fine. I'm glad to see him get drafted. That's my guy. So we have Indiana here at 54. This has to. I really want it to be Will Richard, or are they going to reunite the Nemhards here at 54?
Reunite him just to send him to the G League affiliate.
Yeah, but just to like have him because it's like cool. Like at 54, you might as well.
Man, I'm like actually so pumped over that Tui and Guy Santos pairing. That's so sick. Oh, we did not talk about this player going to Indiana. Dang it, that's two now.
Damn,
Bryce, we got to get to 400 players next year. If you're still watching, this is unacceptable.
After we missed Biberovic and
Biberovic, yeah.
Biberovic. That one hurt.
Can we not ever go 60 for 60? Like, what did he do to deserve this?
Yeah, we're gonna have to start way earlier next season, man.
Yeah. Also, just speaking of real quick, next week, we'll have to see with Bryce, do you like want to do something where we just plan out the summer content of?
Yeah, we can. I'm free all this week, so we'll sort it out. Just whatever works for you.
Yeah, we did not. I didn't even watch this player. I'm gonna be 100% honest. It's Talon Peter.
What?
Dude, who the fuck is that?
I've seen his name. I haven't watched him.
Where is he from?
Let me look. He played college, I think. He played D2. Talon Peter for Liberty, it looks like.
For Liberty.
Liberty Flames.
What?
No, that's D1. This Liberty's
No. I know. I was looking at the Google like little search thingy says he was a D2 player, but I clicked on his profile.
He popped up on a draft model I made, so
Did he?
I actually think this is a decent bet at this point.
I mean, he shot 58% from the field, 45 from three, 77% from the free throw line.
What size is he? What are his dimensions?
6'4". I don't have a wingspan because he probably didn't measure anywhere.
Well,
6'4". He's a senior, but it looks like he's only played 1 year at D1.
Shooty with dunks.
I've watched Liberty. Like I don't even think he was like their guy.
Bryce says he's shooting with dunks. So
at this point, that's probably a fine bet.
Bryce, where did you have him ranked? Or did you have him ranked?
Talon Peter at 54.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I
What the
watched
hell?
0% of him.
No, that's wild. I feel like I've watched or known like pretty much every NCAA guy, and I got nothing.
I seen his name on Twitter before, but I didn't pay attention ever.
Jeez.
Richard and Hunter Salas and Isan Almanza. Those are the top three for Jay Biases. Maybe I did my boards totally wrong then, because those are like my top three remaining as well.
When you're in the 50s, there's much worse bets to make.
Hunter Salas, regardless of how you feel about him, like he seems like a very some team would take him in the second round.
Yeah, just like a second round name guy. I don't know.
Is Dink going to get drafted?
I don't think so. I don't think he gets drafted.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the round 2 green room who hasn't been picked?
I don't think so. Let me double check. I have that because I'm sick. I saved it.
My TV's shut down. This stinks.
Oh yeah. My boy Isan Almanza. And Salio Niang.
Who?
Salio Nang. I've seen his name. I didn't watch him either. I'm gonna be honest.
And he's in the second round.
Green room. Why do they have a green room in the second round? First of all, is the big issue here.
Like, you think they would only choose dudes who were like pretty guaranteed to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they took him and Isan Almanza, Elijah Martin, and Rasheer Fleming are pretty safe bets. Cam Jones.
Yeah, Small was
Adu
there.
Thiero,
We saw his,
Micah
green
Peavy.
jacket.
Bogayub Markovic, Kobe Brea. So I mean, they got all of them, but yeah, Salio Niang and Isan Almanza. Yeah, Wuga is a Laker, so this is happening. Lakers winning championship.
Lakers winning
Stocking
a
up on
championship.
athletic wings. Insane.
Dude,
I have no one in my top 40 left, I don't think. Oh, actually, that's
Will Richard.
Yeah, Will Richard. That's crazy.
Let me
I'm
see.
surprised. I wouldn't draft him, but I'm surprised RJ Lewis Jr. didn't get picked either.
Yeah. In my top 40 guys I have left, Will Richard, Milicic, Shulga, Dixon.
Yeah.
Oh, Shulga.
Dixon, Cardwell.
Shulga not getting
Bryce
drafted
Williams,
is crazy to me.
Chris Mannion, Peyton Sanford, and Kadari Richmond. Those are the guys in my top 40.
I think we see Sanford get picked here in the last couple picks.
That's my thing, is like he seems like a 50s guy, and
Yeah.
he's just like 6'8" and kind of funky enough to maybe stick.
Yeah.
Like, I like him enough.
I mean, and if he doesn't, like,
Who cares?
he's going to make your G League team pretty good, I feel like.
Yeah, Bryce saying Will Richard in my first, Bryce Williams at 36. Most other guys are 45 or below. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I lied. I have
Shulga,
Shulga,
UDFA. Like,
I have Shulga and Jonathan Pierre.
I've Kadari. Did Caldwell get drafted?
No.
Him as well.
Feels like
I
he'll
had
be
a
the
ton of
first
guys.
guy to get picked up on undrafted free agency.
Mark Sears is one.
I think Sears should have gone last year.
Oh, they just showed it during commercial. Lachlan Ulbrich got drafted.
Ooh.
So that's the Sixers pick, I believe, right? Because
I think it's Bulls.
Bulls, you're correct.
Yeah.
Wait, this is kind of bananas. Do they even have a Talon Peter clip? They didn't have any cut.
Just his name.
Just his name flash. That is wild.
Same with Lachlan. I mean, they just showed his name on not even on that big screen, just the ticker on the bottom of the TV.
No, they're playing some highlights of him.
Oh,
now.
here we go.
Yeah.
There we go. He's got to fix that hair. Let's see. Is it all from one game? Oh, no.
Dude, that haircut is so bad.
It's terrible. Like, Aussie mullets are meant to be flowy. That's just, it's not long enough. So that's going to Chicago. Feels very Chicago-y.
That's very Chicago. This is like Australian Carlo Matkovic, it feels like.
This is yeah. That's this is their Australian Cristiano Felicio.
Wait, is
who's the Aussie that they had like 3, 4, 5 years ago maybe? Gosh, that's gonna bug me.
Josh Giddey.
No, the Aussie big that was like end of bench guy.
That's gonna bug me.
It's the tism's coming in here.
Okay, so Memphis is gonna take somebody who we've never heard of, right?
Gotta be.
They could take Will Richard here. They could take Will Richard.
That would be a great get.
Cameron Bairstow.
Peter.
Cameron Bairstow. That's who they had. Lachlan Olbrun is just modern day Cameron Bairstow. Not that anybody knows who that is. But
you're just doing it for you, bro. That's all that matters.
I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight if I didn't. No, this is Will Richard.
Yeah, it's either the smart pick, which is Will Richard, or Will Richard is telling teams to fuck off, and it's a stash of the most random person
it's Niang, maybe. Salio Niang.
Bryce from the top
Bairstow was a better shooter. He wasn't as physical as Lachlan, though. That's before the NBL to American pipeline. Although Bairstow did play in the NBL, but it wasn't what it is today.
Proctor got a guaranteed deal from Cleveland.
Wow.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Going to Duke will do you wonders, I guess.
Yeah. Does Craig Porter have a guaranteed deal from them?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to.
I think he got a new.
Yeah, he signed an extension.
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it's pretty minimal, but
I haven't been able to keep up with all the minute
Shams
stuff.
just stopped tweeting about the picks he gave up in the 50s. That's
so fair.
He's probably working on a big trade that's gonna get Claxton to LA.
Dude, I seriously need a cut up of all of these drafts of just the stupid bullshit that comes out of Stone's mouth every single fucking year.
Dude, he got Luka Doncic.
Yeah, exactly. Luka is both his favorite player, one of his earliest hits in the draft sphere, and he got sent to his team for like an aging out all-star and bullshit. And then he's over here getting a Duthiero lottery level player in the 30s for nothing but cash, and he's just so greedy. It is never enough for him, man.
Well, has any of that led to championships?
You won the chip like 3 years ago, you fucking asshole. Oh my god. You actually? Oh my god. Has any of it led to championships? Fuck you. Fuck you. I had to watch my college team get hoed to death by fucking SEC referees this year. And I've seen my team miss 27 threes in a row to get the easiest chip of all time. And you got fucking handed the Mickey Mouse ring. And you're sitting over here bitching. Fuck you.
To be fair, you kind of got hoed by Will Richard, who's still on the board.
Yeah, I know. I hope he goes to the Rockets, man. That's the only way that he can make it. Will Richard on the
Rockets. Is that a bigger piece than KD for you guys?
Will Richard's not 37, so dude, every single old person in my life is like texting me like, I hate this deal. KD's 38 years old. He's so old.
The old heads hate him because he quits on his team.
His team stink, and part of that's because it's like kind of the Carmelo Anthony problem, but he's like actually good at basketball. Right, like when Carmelo was sent to the Knicks and they were just bad because they didn't have enough pieces. It's like if he ended up on the Suns in free agency without having to give up every single asset, they win a championship. But like they're stuck without Cam Johnson, without McHale. I don't know. It's just, and we basically got him for that. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty excited. Is that Bryce? Are you like memeing in chat?
Because then he would actually be better than the player they got at 5.
Also, yeah, Ty Jerome is like on a serious note. Ty Jerome, Cleveland can't afford him. He's out of Cleveland. There's no way he's going back.
Dude, Will Richard and John Tonji in Utah, are they going to be the starting guards? Let's fucking
this
go. This
kind of pains me though. I really have hopes for Sensabaugh still.
Yeah, but maybe he like gets freed and goes somewhere real.
To LA.
Dude. All right, guys, that's the end of the stream. We'll see you next year. Thanks.
Out of the 2.5 hours that you guys have recorded, 30 minutes of it is just going to be Stone saying that this is the next Laker, guys.
This is actually how it goes every fucking year, too. This is, oh my god, it's the same thing. The second round comes around and it's just Stone eating.
I care more about the second than the first. Yeah. Is the issue here.
And then they like take nobody, and they end up getting
comes Mr. Tatum.
Oh, he's out. Oh my god.
Oh, it's going to the Warriors.
This pick?
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh! Whoa!
Wait, what's going on here? Will Richard?
What's up, Julie? Okay, sorry.
Wow, Will Richard to the Warriors. The Warriors are wow.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
I'm actually speechless.
Dude, he's
Huey and Will Richard.
He's a starter. Is he like actually like he's a starting level guy for them? Like,
dude, get his jacket fitted, get his mold fitted.
Yeah,
he's a Hall of Famer.
Dude, this is a great pick. Oh my god. I'm so pissed it's the Warriors, man.
Dude,
Fuck.
That's phenomenal stuff.
That's great stuff. Okay, now we need to get these last 3 picks done because I actually have to pee so bad.
Just go.
No, the bathroom's so far away.
I know. I have to get into the Modelo.
Dude, there's 3 picks left. There's 3 picks left.
I could finish one in 3 picks.
This one's going to the Celtics.
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Okay.
Bryce says, "Go piss, girl."
Okay, I'm laughing too hard. I'm going pee. I'll be right back, fellas.
Well, I don't want to like. I think we kind of hit on it, but man, that Richard pick is awesome.
Oh yeah, like getting Tui and Richard in the 50s is like probably it puts them right in like the top 5 of draft hauls, I think, in this draft, which is like just winning on margins to get NBA players.
Yeah, those are guys who are going to play minutes for them.
Yeah, like that's phenomenal. I don't get that reference; it just sounded funny to me. 2 NBA players in the mid 50s. Yeah, that's good stuff. And they did it with Guy a couple years ago. They're good at winning on the margins, man. They did, with Trace too, right? Wasn't Trace the 55th pick? Like,
yeah,
they just get
and
NBA
then
players.
They had Post, like I said earlier, as well.
Post, yeah. Which I don't think I even watched them last year because I only did 75 guys. But
they're like not afraid to play the guys that they take here too. So like, you got to think they're going to get a chance.
Yeah.
Does this mean Pat Spencer leaves? Because I actually kind of like Pat Spencer as like a free agent.
I mean, I like Will Richard just a lot more than him, but yeah. I mean, I think
Will Richard's an NBA player for sure.
Yeah. So this is the Celtics pick. This feels like Bryce Williams, but I could be wrong.
Celtics.
Bro, can you just stop doing trades in the 50s and just pick?
Oh my goodness gracious. This is awesome.
Holy shit.
You're getting me excited.
Oh my god, they got...
Dude, these teams are crushing
it. Gosh. Oh my gosh, bro.
It, dude. It's Max Shulga for anyone who needs to know. The Celtics are getting Shulga at 57. That's awesome.
Shulga and Amari Williams are better picks than Hugo Gonzalez.
Dude, I would have had no problem had they taken Shulga or Amari at that pick. I completely agree. Bryce, this is going to the Boston Celtics. I mean, you rarely see like the 50s, like teams taking the right guys because
this is the best 50s I've probably ever seen.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm getting random Bucks fans in my comments on my Bogle-Yub breakdowns saying that why did we draft the next Poku?
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. They just hate white skinny players, but you know.
He's definitely more of like an actual like big than Poku. Poku is like more like Demon.
Yeah, Bogo's a really good rebounder. So like, and he has, even if he weighs basically nothing, he's still a functional big. He still moves like a big as well. Like, I faded him at the last minute because his weight and like defensive translation's still a bit murky, but like the Bucks getting him in the 40s is just incredible value.
Agreed.
Yeah. So Cleveland is next. This feels like a stash, right?
Yeah, they don't really have a lot of room on
So
the
probably
roster.
Ndaye. I'm thinking.
It could be Grant Nelson. I don't have to shave my head.
The bet is if Grant Nelson becomes the top
Houston
14,
top
14 player, you have to shave your head.
No,
you have
if
to
he
take
just
a
gets
razor and go.
drafted, if he just gets drafted, I have to shave my head.
So the only guy, unsurprisingly, that was in my first round was Wooga that didn't get drafted, which I expected.
I think Wooga's profile from his Miami year was actually really good. He was, I mean, no one at Villanova like was maximized this year, which is kind of why I was high on Dixon too. Like they're asking Dixon and Wooga to do weird things. But I think they're both probably could be NBA players in the right situation.
Yeah. So I'm making a top undrafted free agent list. Oh, that's real thin. It thinned out real quick.
Yeah, dude. A lot of the good players have just been sapped up. It's like kind of kudos to these teams for locking them down.
Yeah, you missed it. Shulga got drafted by the Celtics.
Oh shit, that's a nice pickup.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're here or not. The Warriors got Will Richard.
Yeah. I saw that one. So we're down to the last two. It's Cleveland and then the Warriors again at 59.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know who the fuck Cleveland takes. I thought they were good at drafting, and then they gave Tyrese Proctor guaranteed money.
That was just wild.
This is Big Dicks for sure.
Who?
Big Dicks.
Big Dicks.
Oh, Big Dicks. Yeah.
I think Big Dicks would have been a good fit for the Warriors too, and still is next.
Yeah.
His profile is kind of goated.
His stats profile is like the funniest shit ever. I love Eric Dixon.
Dude, like he was like a true like rim big, like a post big early in his career, and now he's like 15 or like 15 three pointers per 100. I'm like, dude, just launch it, brother, launch it.
Dude, yeah, actually though, like I don't know if there's anybody left in my second round. Mannion, Stanford.
Stone called this one. It's Sally Niang.
Oh, is it?
It had to be a stash.
Yeah.
And he's there. You got to be happy for the guy.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that leaves Ethan Almantha.
That's a all handsome team right there, Coop.
Oh, he is. He is all handsome team. Yeah.
Him and SGA in Vogue.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he would have. And I like the fit. You know, it's kind of boring, but it's a classic, and it fits really well. It's a good, well-fitting suit. I can respect the classics for a reason. Good-looking guy. You got to love it. You got to love that. That's the dream.
Sign him to a Supermax.
Well, except his shirt's untucked, but it's kind of an interesting look. I can get behind it.
Very European.
And, you know, I do think that we need more Senegalese players. You know,
there's actually quite a bit. I was looking the other day, just internationally. Yeah. There's more than I thought. I'm forgetting off the top of my head. I'm too many Modelos, but.
And you think Thiero plays over Vanderbilt by February?
I have to go through the Lakers rotation, but he probably like is already in it, like just to start the season. To be honest, there's more moves they're gonna make though, so it's too early to tell right now.
It's just by, just because he's a warm body who's 6'8" and athletic, he's probably in the Lakers rotation.
Oh, this pick is in and it's going to Memphis.
Oh shit! So this is they're just making the goofy pick here, right?
Unless there's someone they really want who isn't like they don't want to go to UDFA.
Like Chris Mannion.
Could be.
That would be a very Memphis-y pick, I feel like.
What pick number is this?
Last one, this is 59.
Who the fuck was pick 58?
Salio
Niang.
I've never heard of that person in my life.
Salio Niang. Come on.
I've actually heard of Peter before. That is so strange to me.
This year, it feels like there's been a lot of guys.
Who are you taking, Coop?
Who
are you taking here, Coop?
Who would I take?
This is the Grizzlies. My bad. I thought it was
Grizzlies. No. We traded this pick.
So this is a stash too, then, right?
Dude, is this the Eric Dixon pick?
It's in die A.
I've been calling the Eric Dixon pick since like 32.
I'm kind of sad for him, but he's
Big Dixon.
Yeah. Dude. I wish they started this a little earlier so I wasn't exhausted by UDFA time.
Yeah, I don't even have a tweet in me tonight.
Yeah, I'm like...
No, I've got 7 in my drafts right now. Bro, Mark Tatum looks so fake. I just look at this guy, I'm like, you hate all these players that you're talking about.
Stone's so judgy.
I'm so judgy.
Wow,
pick, bro.
This is a good Mr. Irrelevant.
Can you stop yapping and just pick already?
Oh, that is a good Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah.
That's a Grizzlies pick.
Yeah, it is.
Last pick is Jemai Meshack.
Oh my gosh, Mike Garcia is going to be livid.
Mike, you and Mike talking Lakers in chat is so cute.
He's the only Lakers guy I talk to. Our fan base is so.
He's awesome. I love you too.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He is. Okay, so this is a good summer league guy. Maybe keep him on a 2-way. See if you can get anything offensively out of him. And if not, then you're fine letting him go.
He hit that half court shot in the SEC tournament, so maybe he could just do that all the time.
That's so tough.
Oh, the rights to Justinian Jessup was traded.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh my god. Okay, so we've kind of talked favorite picks like Thiero, Fleming. What are some sleepers that you guys really like here? Like favorite picks that aren't the big ones. No Amari Williams, no Javon Small. Anybody have a favorite pick that's not one of those four?
Does Shulga count?
Shulga's a good one. Yeah. Who did he go to?
The Celtics.
Shulga to the Celtics. Yeah, that's a fun one. I think the Zion James one might be sneaky one of my favorites.
Culture change.
Yeah. Also, just a real roller at the guard spot next to LaMelo. If you want to sag off of Zion, he's smart enough to then go and set screens for your ball handlers, and then if they can't fight through the screen, and he's a strong ass motherfucker, then it's an open jumper for Khan, for LaMelo, for Brandon Miller. I like guys like that next to really good shooters. I think that's a fun pick, and he knows how to play, and the Hornets need guys who know how to play.
It's valid. I'm with you fully. He was 23 on my board.
I think I was too low. I think I let Stone and Bryce talk me out of him. I had him at 30. So I wasn't out on him, but
I low-key really like Taylor Peter to Indiana at 53. I think that's low key a really good pick. I also think I haven't mentioned Kalkbrenner on here, but people probably know I like Kalkbrenner a lot. So.
Yeah. That's a fun little duo of Sion and Kalkbrenner.
Dude, that's nice.
Eric Dixon goes to the Lakers. Interesting.
That's a good UDF.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Wow.
I like that UDF.
Not the right Villanova player.
Chucky Hepburn to the Raptors and Caleb Love to the Trailblazers.
Caleb Love to
the Blazers.
Not Europe.
Chucky Hepburn to that's such a Raptors, bro.
It is so Raptors.
That's a banger too. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I hate to cut everybody off. If anybody has any last thoughts here before we sign off, I need to get to bed and continue to help my wife pack. But any final thoughts from anybody?
I think good to be here, and thanks for everyone for watching and listening, and obviously Sam and Finn for joining and hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun, reminiscing about the times the Lakers were good. So we'll be back next year, and there's more. Isn't the end? Upside Swings will not take a 6-month hiatus this year, so there'll actually be some content coming.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for listening. I echo everything Stone said. Thank you to Sam. Sam, you can find at @double_PG on Twitter if anybody's made it this far. Finn, are you just at Finn Draft?
Yeah.
On Twitter. Okay. Yeah. Follow them. They're two of the best. We really appreciate you guys for coming on. This was so much fun. Follow Bryce. He's not here. He's a sick loser. So, and his team drafted my favorite players, and they're going to waste them. So that pisses me off. But this has been the Upside Swings NBA Draft live show. I hope we hit our ceiling. You guys have a good night.
Later, boys.